with that, we will begin our 5th episode of A Light in the Darkness. Where last we left our party, the group had awakened to find Isham and a small detachment of sentinels at the door of the root cellar, the place that they had been staying. Isham informed them that he had been asked by Lidiia, the wife of Eremos, to escort them to the place where they had gone looking for Jeshua's daughter. Upon arrival, they scanned the scene for evidence, and Isham followed clues that led them to a hidden fortress found in the wilds, where they encountered a group of mysterious cultists. They were able to dispatch of the cultists and very narrowly save Jeshua's daughter. Augustus then faced a strange encounter with a powerful entity before the group prepared to return to Doran. And that is where we begin. I believe where we left you last, you were all sitting in the root cellar. You wanted to kind of... I think Doran said he was not quite ready for you, and to go and prepare yourselves. And so he allowed you to go back to the root cellar. So, yeah. With the time that you have, at this point, I'll kind of, to set the scene, I'll say it's late afternoon by the light of Ember's embrace. You can see that the lights that never fully illuminate the sky, that never truly bring daylight to the atmosphere, are beginning to wane, and the atmosphere begins to calm as you see people outside. You know, as you've entered into the root cellar, you see people kind of finishing up their work tasks for the day, whether they're putting away their farming tools or collecting their belongings and returning home for the evening. It's kind of the atmosphere that you entered into. Elios has pulled up another wheel of cheese for Augustus to dig into as he has completed the devouring of the first wheel. And
number 2.
And Patty kind of tugs at your arm to get what he can of it. So, but yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I guess we're not going to the blacksmith again today.
Hope he wasn't really set on us going or care that much.
Yeah. We'll have to tell him. I mean, I guess our main goal is accomplished. We were supposed to help him out to get to Lidiia. So, I mean, here we are now.
Yeah, but I do hope we can get around circle back to that, because he was offering to upgrade our gear, which is pretty nice of him.
We could go and see if there's anything else we could help him with, or maybe just
let's do it tomorrow, just because.
We'll push that back off too.
Yeah.
Huh?
Come on, man. I just want a little bit.
You got your milk.
No,
You got your milk.
but it's so good. I don't know what it is. The hard milk, it hits different. Please, I'm begging you.
Is your friend?
Will you say something?
You are
cheese.
heartless.
Yes.
You are heartless.
I imagine that Tom and Jerry when I see this, and
It's not an improper comparison.
and when he just eats it, it like just sits in his stomach. So he's just got a wheel of cheese that you can clearly
his
see
spare
outlined.
tire is just
Yeah.
cheese. I like that.
You are truly heartless.
So we're in the root cellar,
Mhm.
and we're waiting for Doran still, and we have a little bit of free time.
Yeah, so he told you to go and ready yourselves, and then when you were ready to come back.
Okay, so we have all our gear. We have. We did some healing beforehand. What time? And what time is it during the day? Is it evening?
Late afternoon. So it's, early hours of the evening. I want to know, is that the same, or is that technically different? Are the late hours of the afternoon also the early hours of the evening? Is there some overlap
Yes.
there?
Imagine
I'm going to
that.
say yes.
I think it depends on the culture, but yeah.
That's fair.
I guess this is gonna go like into the side room and just kind of like write down the like in his like actual notebook now that he has it, the serene mutagen, since he has not been able to do that since.
Yeah, cool. So you're adding that recipe to your notebook, or you're just kind of
Well, taking note that it was the I think it was the Gaia berries.
Oh, gotcha. The gubberries.
The gubberries, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're just gonna leave all this here? Cause I'm eating all of it.
I just dart eyes at him and just like,
Okay,
That better-
some of it.
that better be there when I get back.
Bye.
Hey, I better see that unscathed.
You got it. How do I eat this so that I don't touch the outside? So I just eat the inside.
You ask Elios if he has an exact copy of that cheese.
You, my friend, are a genius.
Mhm.
Helios, what do you got?
He kind of looks over at you and just chuckles. Let me see what I can find. And he heads back into the adjoining room.
That's smart. I like the way you think. This is why we keep him around, right?
Right.
Yeah, I thought so. What are you doing in there, by the way?
I'm writing something down.
Oh, cool. That sounds nice. I actually know how to write too.
Hey, Patty,
You what?
do you remember that one time you interrupted me while I was in the middle of doing something?
No.
You remember that one time in the cave?
Nope.
Are you sure you don't remember that? Because you cried a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about. Please stop saying it.
Well, if there's some vague semblance of memory there, that's what you're doing right now.
I think we should. Can we vote him out? Can we hold an election? Survivor style?
I'm gonna go for a walk if that's all right.
Yeah, it's getting
what I
stuffy
was
in
And
here.
Patty, if you're in there making a Survivor reference, I'm gonna destroy you.
I don't know what you're talking. No, I don't.
You know how much I hate Jeff Probst. He hit
I don't know
my
what network
dog.
television is. I've never heard of it.
He hit my dog with a car.
Totally
And you can't tell me otherwise.
cool.
All right, you're gonna go on a walk.
I'm gonna walk.
Cool.
I will
follow
join.
him. Yeah.
Everyone's going.
We're gonna leave.
I was gonna jump in
Well,
and
if we're
say
all gonna go
that.
on a walk, we should all go to walk. Let's go.
You still have that cheese to finish. Someone else is going to take it if you don't need it.
See, smart guy. Just all right, but you be quick about it. I probably won't have any left if you guys take too long.
Okay, yeah.
All right. We'll just kind of. Once Elios lays out another wedge of cheese, he just goes to town on it.
We could take him and leave him somewhere if we wanted to.
I don't even know if we can really leave that far.
Oh, that's
We're
fair.
still kind of under house arrest here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just, yeah, that's fair. Okay, well, since everyone's following along, I guess we can make this a group venture.
Well, I know we've seen most of the town since it's not very large, but I would like to, take a look around and explore and.
I just didn't want to be down there anymore.
Okay.
But-
Yeah, I'm with Daco. I just feel a little stuffy is all.
It's nice to be able to enjoy nature without freezing to death.
Yeah.
That is true. As you step outside of the root cellar, you are once again greeted by that feeling of it's still cold. Obviously, there's still an air of nippiness to the air, but much more comfortable than you've been used to. And you still can't quite get used to that feeling of how much green this area is just blanketed in. Even with the piles of snow that kind of pile up around the edges of this circular space, there's still so much green and color about this place. You could see that the streets and the fields where farming is taking place, that there are lanterns that glow with a magical light. And in fact, as you kind of walk down these streets, you notice that you didn't pay attention to it before, but there are no fires anywhere in this village. It seems that every light that they use and all the warmth that they draw is from other means. Even Balaam's Forge doesn't use a flame.
Yeah, he uses the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
That we were supposed to
crystal
get.
thingies that he's running low on.
That we were supposed to help with.
Yeah, they were supposed to go mine.
As we're walking by, Marin's going to just kind of kneel to the ground and kind of take a scoop of the dirt and feel it and just kind of marvel at the fact that it's not like frozen solid and like this isn't in a pot. This is just from the ground.
Not only that, I would say it feels it's actually loamy. It's kind of like, you can hold it, you can squeeze it, and as you do, it doesn't just immediately crumble in your hands. Yeah, definitely a different feeling.
It's kinetic sand.
As you're marveling, you actually hear a voice behind you. He goes, "Pretty crazy, right?"
Yeah, this is incredible.
Yeah, I love this place. Everybody here's just the best. I'm Hogglewart, by the way. And he holds out a
Hogglewart.
hand.
Oh, we didn't.
And as you turn around to look at this individual, you expect, you kind of look up to see someone above you, and he's right at eye level with you as you kneel on the ground. He stands about 1.5 feet tall.
Oh, Hogglewart. I've heard of you.
Oh, my reputation precedes me.
Just points over to
You-
Daco.
You visited Teth.
Oh, I wouldn't say visited. I lived there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good time. Now that you mention it, I remember you kiddos. You were this high when I last knew you. And he's holding his hand up. It's literally 1 foot off the ground.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure that's true.
Oh, well, relatively speaking.
Okay, yeah, that's sure.
Relativity speaking.
Relativity speaking.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm actually glad I got to meet you guys. Your names have been going all around town. Thought maybe some outside clientele might be good for business.
Good things going around town, or just
Well,
paranoia?
depends on who you ask, right? I mean,
Yeah.
sounds like you had a little run with Lucida. Somebody should have warned you not to talk to her.
We were warned.
Oh, and okay, well, you make your own choices, I guess.
Trust me, I know.
And he kind of he chuckles, and you can see he's got a little bit of paunch to him. To give a little bit more of a description of Hogglewart, he's a plumper kind of sprite.
He's huge, fat.
And he's got a pair of what look like
Husky.
almost like fly wings.
Oh, it's a dog.
that kind of branch off of his back. They're not very beautiful. But he's got a very round body and a very full face.
Does he have a cigar?
And a very bulbous nose. He doesn't have a cigar, no, but you do see he's got definitely belongings and curios kind of strapped across his body.
Is he a sprite?
He is a sprite.
Yeah.
Was he wearing like a wife beater and has his chest hair poking out?
He he definitely got a low cut shirt, and there's probably a wife beater underneath it.
I kind of imagined him at first with just like a tux, and then like a low hanging shirt and like a gold chain, just like a mafia-esque.
That's very much the look he's going for. He's trying to look very
Italiano.
He's trying to look very put together, but he's also just wrapped in stuff that he's trying to sell. So while he's got a formal appearance about him, it's also very haphazard. Yeah.
The dad from Matilda.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. That's actually probably, yeah, he's just Danny DeVito.
It's just Danny DeVito.
Just straight Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, Lucida's not really a big fan. The Jeshua. Yeah, he's been a recluse for a while, but he's actually pretty happy with you guys. People are.
I'd hope so.
People were pretty worried about his daughter. She was a nice girl. He's a nice girl. Sorry,
Yeah, she's still here.
She's still here. She's alive.
She never left.
Where have you been? She definitely was gone.
I'm sorry, I'm not here. I shouldn't be talking.
Oh, Sorry,
I'm not
I'm just
real.
talking to myself.
We're outside the cave, and he's
I'm an
like,
AI. I'm an AI chatbot that just appeared out of nowhere. So
Clippy, get back in your folder.
He's like jamming some button on his collar. Oh, sorry, that's nothing. Don't worry about it.
It's the IA pin.
It's the internal thoughts out loud pin. Anyway, yeah, I'd say there's some people pretty happy with you. Some people not very happy with you. But yeah, that thing you did for Jeshua, that's big. People really like that.
Oh, do you by chance have any goods to sell?
What makes you ask that question?
You're the only person here that I would assume takes currency.
That, my friend, I do. I love gold. If you love making a deal.
I would prefer that.
Yep, that's my motto. I love gold if you love making a deal. Just coin that right now.
That's pretty long.
Yeah, we're working and we're workshopping it. We'll have to cut it down a little bit.
who's we?
Shut up. Sorry, I don't know how to turn this thing off. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I've got some stuff. What are you looking for? Or are you just looking at the selection?
Got any health potions or exclusive ingredients to make potions?
Yeah, I mean, those are pretty hard to come by nowadays. Not too many alchemists out there. But yeah, I got a couple. I know a guy. Hooks me up. I've got, well, how many are you looking for?
I don't know. It's out of my wheelhouse. I just have a friend who dabbles.
Oh yeah? Is he looking for a street guy? Like a guy to sell what he's...
Probably.
What's his name?
It's Augustus.
Augustus.
He was an, I don't know if you were, I assume you were here. He was the only gnome in Teth for a while.
Oh, yeah, the little
little
weird
kid.
kid that used to run around back in the destroyed part of town.
Yeah.
That's the one. Wow, that's great. I'm glad to hear his ADHD kind of settled down.
Yeah, well, I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Oh, it is really wild.
Yeah.
Disorder.
Yes, 80 of them?
This is a disclaimer. As someone who has ADHD and someone who loves people with ADHD, I'm not trying to call out anyone with ADHD.
That's not true. You should see him behind closed doors. He hates ADHD people.
Stop. No, yeah, I mean, he's, yeah, well, it's good to hear he's focused on something now.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, yeah, if you got a business card.
He's down there. He's here.
As they say that, Augustus is gonna like walk out of the room. All right, guys, I'm done writing down my Patty, where'd they go? Where'd they go? Did they leave without me? Did they go? Did they leave without? Why'd you eat both pieces of cheese?
It was too good.
Patty, what are you
I
doing?
couldn't stop myself.
You're gonna throw up.
Do you think that... How quickly do you think this stuff goes through you? Because it doesn't want to go through. It kind of wants to come back up.
Just hold it down, Patty. Just hold it down.
Okay.
I need to
Do
pack my
you think
stuff.
it would be wrong if I asked for a little bit more?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna. Elios, please don't give him any more.
I didn't give him the second piece.
Yeah, that's probably my fault. All right, I'm gonna pack my stuff. I need to go.
They're outside. Should be nearby.
Okay, I need to make sure I have all my stuff.
I'll come with you.
Okay, Patty, just either don't throw up or throw up really fast.
Drops himself
You see kind of on the from his place on the bar where he's trying to like get up. He's like,
Let's take a thought. I'm gonna hang out here for a minute.
That sounds good. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you go tell him that I'm on my way though.
Okay.
This place is awesome, by the way. We're like our people are struggling for food, and Elios is just like, yeah, free food, that's fine.
You've never had milk in your life, and therefore are lactose intolerant. Here, have all of the lactose.
He's trying to ease him into it.
Yeah, it's like a
whole
poison.
wheel of
Whatever the
cheese.
opposite of cold turkey is, that's what he's trying to do. Okay, so you're
Build
grabbing
a
your stuff up and
tolerance.
head now.
Yeah, I'm just packing my stuff up, and then I'm running up.
Okay. Yeah. No, if he's interested in selling, I mean, I could be his middleman, you know.
Sure.
Like except for,
See
well.
the door slams open. Big D, Rowan, Big D, Marin, Big D, Rowan. Where are you? Like he's not looking very hard. He's just like running.
You run past us, and I grab your collar. Breathe.
Oh, I thought you left me. Oh.
Wow, kid, you haven't changed at all.
Yeah.
He really hasn't.
Why did Patty lose his pig face?
This isn't Patty.
Excuse me, I'm not a pig.
Oh my goodness! I just. Oh, my eyes are adjusting.
For what? It's always dark.
Well, yeah, but like, I'm gonna throw up.
Why are you gonna throw up? You ran like probably 30 feet.
That yellow stuff in there is
What yellow
it's
stuff?
the thick. It's like yellowish orange.
Cheese?
You
that what
should
they called it?
probably talk to someone about that.
I think they called it cheese.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. That's not what I thought you were talking about.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was talking about pee.
Oh.
Why would you think of that?
Because he said yellow stuff.
Why would he be eating that?
That's my question.
Think
The kid's always been a little nutty.
I understand what Patty's saying now. Oh.
Maybe there's a better time to talk about potential future.
This is
business
as
deals.
best as it's gonna get, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
This is as stable as he's.
You're Hogwarts.
Yes, and you're Augustus.
Yeah, that's me.
I remember you.
Oh my goodness! Thank goodness I don't have to do all the introductions and
Yeah,
stuff.
no.
so.
Are you still trying to peel bark off of trees and keep it in little sacks? Is that still a thing that you're doing?
Well, not just any tree, obviously. There's specific trees that I gotta take it off of, you know.
Yeah, you said something similar at the time, but I don't think you knew the difference between the trees. You were just kind of grabbing.
I wouldn't just grab from like this random oak tree over here. I wouldn't do that.
That's a Gantum tree.
Gantum, what the heck?
That's all right. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Draw a little picture with it.
No, look, it says oak tree. It's a stick figure tree. Oak.
My notes say oak. Okay. Well, let me just take all of this in for a second. Your friends very kindly let me know that you're interested in
Yeah.
the creation of. Can you give me a second?
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
trying to get this out. Then I'll let you speak. You can have
Okay.
your turn.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just you made me lose my train of thought. I gotta start all over now.
All right.
Nice kid, good friends, little weird. You make stuff. You make stuff. You make potions.
Yes, I do.
And I am in the business of selling curios. And before you arrived, I was telling them that I would be interested if you were looking for a middleman, a fence, you could say, to sell your merchandise.
For ingredients.
Oh, I could also sell you ingredients.
I wouldn't mind some ingredients.
Yeah. Okay.
And if he's also, if you're gonna make stuff
So
to sell,
That's more what I was.
he
talking
wanted to
about.
sell some stuff.
Okay.
you
Well,
make.
I'm able to make you things. I'll need some like vials and stuff like that, and sometimes if you have certain leathers and stuff that I can use to tie the ingredients in and whatnot.
I got all sorts of sources, man. I could get you what you need. You tell me what you need and I'll find it.
Awesome. Sweet.
I am all over these wilds. That said, that leads me to another separate but equal and also connected point. I'm having a hard time with business right now.
I wonder why.
Well, yeah, I mean, nobody uses money. Yeah, okay, thanks, hotshot.
Oh, I was more talking that the whole world is like encrusted in frost, but that works too.
Oh, yeah, there's that too. No, what I was more referring to is I've got competition.
Who are you competing against?
That's a great question. I wish I knew. Guy's real mysterious, like, doesn't want to talk to me.
It's one person?
I assume so,
It's
maybe.
not a guild or anything?
It could be a guild. I don't think it's a guild.
You got a name?
No, I got nothing. Literally all that So, okay, let me lay it out for you this way. People used to come to me when they needed stuff. I sell the regulars, the basic, I sell the weird stuff, but I also just sell tools. So, you need your shovel breaks. You need a new shovel. I could sell you a shovel. You get a rake. You need a rake. I get you a rake. But I don't think people liked my prices. And so they went and found this other guy who's undercutting me. He's coming in and he's saying, I'll do it for cheaper. Hey, sometimes I'll do it for free. And I'm like, listen, guy, I understand. You're doing a good thing for people. What the heck? Good for you. Great. Guys gotta make a living, I gotta make my money. I'm not like overcharging these people. Like, come on, I'm just trying to make. Anyway, he's undercutting me. He's taking my business, and the people here in the village won't tell me who they're going to. But some of them aren't coming to me anymore. Some of my most loyal customers, the most loyal clientele, they don't want to come to me anymore. And I'm a patient guy. I really am. But I think I'm getting a little bit frustrated,
Sounds like you need a change of your business strategy.
I'm not a killer, if that's what you're asking. I'm not trying to tell.
I was saying literally the opposite.
I should kill me?
Nobody. Don't kill anybody. Get sorcerer stuff cheaper and figure out your expenses. Make sure you figure out a way to undercut him back.
I'm not sure if this helps, but my father was a merchant.
I remember your father.
Yeah, he told me about a place. It wasn't necessarily a person. I don't know if this will help, but it was called the Wall of Moor. And I know they did sales there.
Can you keep your voice down? Oh, let's not go saying places like that in polite company.
Oh.
Do you even know what that place is?
No, I just heard about it.
Okay, so you're going around saying things you don't know nothing about. And you're like shouting that out loud. You're gonna get somebody hurt, bud.
Okay. Noted.
I could see you don't know what you're talking about. And so I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. But let me put it to you this way. Don't mention the Wall of Moor when there are children around.
Oh,
no, it's nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
No. It's far worse.
Wait.
It's
I don't understand. I still don't understand what it is.
It's a hideout for the Tallics.
For fencers and worse.
Yeah, you guys know the Tallics, right?
Yeah.
The Tallic Consortium.
You don't instill me with a lot of confidence in that answer.
Yeah, we were just informed about who they were. Like,
okay,
literally yesterday.
So
or
what
today.
do you know about them?
They're thieves guilds, kind of.
Yeah, that's a general idea. Yeah, thieving is, I would say, the least bad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, don't you have a map that's from them or something?
Yeah.
That's
So
the
you know your daddy was in cahoots with them.
Oh. Good to know. Good to know.
Oh wait, am I revealing that news to you for the first time?
Yes, you would be.
You know, that makes
I
a
am
lot of
very
sense.
sorry. That's probably a lot for you to come to terms with. It sounds like you don't know very much about him, though.
He's not my...
Your father, Ito, either.
No. I really don't.
What?
Wait, were you not talking about my father being in...
No, yeah, your dad's definitely.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I don't know much
involved
about
in all
either.
of that. I'm trying to be polite when I say this. How would I put it?
Are these the roped kids? Or the roped people?
No.
Okay.
These are the people that Doran we're gonna meet with to try to make a deal.
Sure.
Oh no, yeah, not those people. Those guys come around here. They cause problems. I don't know who they are. They're annoying though. No, what I'm talking about is the Tallics, because they're a threat. They're a problem. They're not a threat. They're good for business, actually.
They're unwieldy.
Yeah, they're definitely a little bit. You gotta stay on the good side. You know what I'm saying?
I really don't understand what he's saying.
Well,
They're a group of criminals.
That makes more sense.
your dad, he's nice guy, great guy. How do I put this politely? He's a little bit of a wannabe.
Oh,
The Tallics don't really consider him a part of their ranks, but he really wants to get in there. His daddy was a big member of the Tallics, and so he's kind of coasted on that for a while. In fact, that map you just showed me, that's not your dad's map. That's, I guess, your grandpa's map.
Oh, I see.
But,
Not your real grandpa. Your adopted grandpa.
I got
thank
that.
you for the
Thank you, I
clarification. Yep,
guess.
that was, he's just, let's say that as bad as the Tallics are, they don't like how slimy Ito is.
Okay.
So that should tell you something about his character.
Wait, so the Tallics think his dad is too slimy for them?
That you see what I'm saying here?
So they're not into slimy. They're into more cutthroaty.
There's a little bit of an honor among thieves vibe. You know, they take care of their own, but if you're not one of theirs, they don't protect you. They don't like that.
So they have
kind of do anything to anybody.
They have a strict code of ethics, it seems.
Strict, no. Code, yes.
So they have a code. It's kind of like a law, and they're more on the evil side.
Let's say if they find out that you're doing things they don't like, they get rid of you. If they don't know,
Evil.
well, then they don't know.
Evil yet lawful. Very interesting. Cool.
Yeah, it's a way. Anyway, they're good customers. They give me a lot of what I need. If you feel uncomfortable purchasing from a group like the Tallics, then we might not be good for doing business together.
Okay.
But that said, I won't tell you what's from where. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it if you don't want to.
Okay. I still am not quite understanding, but okay.
I'll let you guys.
He's still a kid.
Don't worry about it.
He just wants his ingredients.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
We'll get you.
Anyways, I have this cool little thing. It's like a little stick that if you hit it really hard, it glows.
That is fantastic. What are you asking? Well, let me ask you this: what do you want to sell it for?
Oh,
What do
I'm
you think
selling?
What do you think it would be like if you were to take that to somebody and say, I want blank amount of money for it? What do you think that money would be?
Well, it glows pretty bright. So, so I guess, what's money worth?
What?
What's money worth?
I would say, in certain circles, you could probably get
How easy was
5 silver pieces for something like that.
How much did?
Oh yeah.
What
Is that good?
What did you use to make? Did you find that or did you make that?
Well, I found the ingredients and I made it.
Okay, what ingredients were they?
It's a certain type of metal.
Oh, metal.
interesting.
What metal was it?
Let me look at my
In his
notes real
notes.
quick.
Don't stress the kid out.
It's called like xanthine metal.
Have you heard of that?
Nope, but I don't have to know about it.
How easy is it to
myself.
come across that metal?
Not super easy.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
ingredients are kind of rare to make
A
it.
little bit more rare, yeah.
Okay.
Great. So I mean, I think you could probably get 5 silver pieces or something like that.
What did you say 5 first? Did you go down?
No, he said
No,
5.
it's a 5.
Oh, I thought you went. I thought you could get 8. You could get 5. 2.
People would be
even.
happy to pay 5 silver pieces for something like that.
I don't know. I would probably charge you more if the ingredients are harder to find.
Okay, so that
What are you trying to do here?
I'm trying to help a business. See, you're really bad at this.
What are you trying to do? I'm trying to make a deal here.
Yeah. Oh, you're really not understanding how this works. So he sells it to you
Uh-huh.
for a little,
Uh-huh.
and then you sell it for more,
Correct.
and then you give some of your earnings to him. It's called a real deal.
It's called a real deal.
Yeah. And
No.
you sell it.
Would you mind just taking like 10 big steps that way?
yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Okay. He turns around. 1, 2.
Perfect.
How much were you thinking of selling it?
I'm probably gonna be able to get like 5 to 10 gold pieces for that.
Yeah, so
So I give him 5 silver pieces, and I sell it for 5 gold pieces.
This is 10.
and
Is this
everyone's
enough?
happy. That's perfect. You're doing great.
Okay.
what I'm suggesting is that you go from 10 to 12 or whatever, and then you give him more than the 5 silver pieces, whatever. But you say it's like you advertise it as a bigger thing than it is. It's like, hey, this is really rare stuff.
I think
And
we're thinking the same thing. I think
I'm just giving him a little bit more than 5 silver pieces.
This is
I'm
how it
saying
works,
you're
by the
undercutting
way.
me. You're undercutting me. How am I supposed to get you to stop? Get the other guy from undercutting me when you're
It's
undercutting?
glowing.
Now I can't sell that.
Yeah, I have another one.
How many?
The other one's my last one.
You have 1.
Well, 2.
How am I supposed to sell 1?
Well, if you can help me find the metal.
Xanthine metal?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take it out of your profits.
Okay.
All right, great. We'll work out the deal later
Okay.
without your friend. Anyway, you can come back now.
Okay.
All right, what health
1,
potions do you have on
2,
You don't have to count.
3. Okay.
Do you have any health potions on
Yes,
you?
I have 4. I have 4 of them.
How much?
Oh, I have 3 elixirs of life.
Nah, we could use more.
Okay.
I'd be willing to part with them for 10 gold pieces apiece.
A piece? That's a pretty hard bargain.
Do you have any Aldwar leaves?
Didn't we get
I'm not currently in the
gold from
business of
the-
selling
Yeah, I have
ingredients, so it's gonna take
I
me
have a
some
lot of
time
money right
to
now.
Okay.
get the
Loaded.
contacts. But I will
Loaded.
get in touch with some people.
We also
There are some
cut
fantastic
gold
druids here.
from Jeshua.
Oh,
But I didn't count how much that was.
I have what I found at the.
Right.
Wait,
I'll hang on to the
we
pouch.
got gold too from the tower, right? It wasn't just the.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
that's
if we
what
could just find some Aldwar leaves, I can make some more.
Yeah. But it's always good to stock up.
Hmm.
And we're not going to use this money anyway for a long time.
Well, I don't know if
The Tallics use money.
the
They do use
Tallic.
money.
well, I was gonna say it a lot quieter, but
No, you can. Yeah, that's probably actually.
They
that's
may
probably
not
a
be
good
super
idea.
open to
Okay.
making deals as our friend here, depending on our circumstances.
I'm just a business guy.
I
Yeah.
see.
Rough business guy.
Yeah, business has been
Hey,
rough.
were those guys with that one bird the Talix?
Probably.
There might be less of their troops.
What
What?
was you guys?
They did what?
You guys, the ones you talk with the bird? You talking about the bird? The umbral hawk.
No, I don't know what that is.
Roll me a deception.
I'm being completely honest. I don't know what that bird is.
Yeah, but that's not what you're lying about.
I've never heard of that. Never heard of it. What is my deception? Okay. It's a 13. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Okay, well, I think you know what I'm talking about, even if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, we let go a bird.
Yeah, that's a big deal for them. So the umbral hawk, they keep the Straya away, and if they don't have an umbral hawk, it's much harder for them to travel in this area.
He didn't seem too happy being kept in that cage.
That's very likely because they're very large birds that don't like being caged. But the Tallics also don't like being killed by Straya, so
What's
a Straya?
I think that's a star in Spanish.
they're a little bit like ghosts, but they
That isn't. What is the
prey
Spanish?
they prey on light.
Oh, are they like shadowy?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So you've heard of
Jeez.
them.
We've seen one.
Oh, yes. So the umbral hawk, their shriek scares away the Straya, and that's why they.
Oh, is that what you thought the shriek was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So that probably made things a little more difficult for them. Not again. You gotta follow your conscience. You gotta do what you feel like is right. That's just really unfortunate to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, we just don't tell them. right?
What?
I strongly encourage that.
Yeah. I don't remember
Just
what we're
like we
talking
don't
about.
tell like the people here how I saw that one thing, that one thing in the building upstairs.
Yeah, you probably want to forget that
What,
too.
one thing upstairs? What building?
No.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Is it going to put me in danger if I hear about it?
No. If you hear about it, no.
Okay. You know what? I probably don't.
It doesn't benefit you in any
It was
way.
the purple people.
The rogue people doing disturbing things.
Gotcha.
Disturbing things. You don't make
I'm
you
not really
uncomfortable.
an informant, so I don't need.
It's not
Okay.
good information. It doesn't. You couldn't sell it if you wanted to. It's just disturbing.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
So you have 4 potions. Do you have
4 more potions.
what else?
Doubling.
What
the
else
next
did?
guy.
What other? What other things would we need? So as supplies go.
I mean, the food has been nice, so I don't know if we need any rations.
You guys, big drinkers?
What? Like, yeah.
You guys like a good drink?
I mean,
You got milk?
I've got no. No, I don't. And it sounds like maybe
I mean,
it
it
would
doesn't
be
really
better
sit.
if it would.
Sit well,
Yeah, it'd probably be
So.
better if you didn't have any more.
probably.
I've got one of these, and he reaches into a
free.
little pouch at his waist and pulls it out, and
it's a shot of fireball.
It's a single shot of fireball. What do you think? No, he has an ornate metallic stein. This thing, check it out. He dumps it. He dumps it over, and it pours out. He lifts it up and does it again. This thing never runs out. You could drink to your heart's content.
Is
and
it
keep
a
drinking.
specific? Like what?
Bottomless stein?
Just Stein?
This is a stein. It's bottomless. It's full of ale.
Just ale though? Can't change it to something
I
else.
mean, yeah, I haven't been able to get anything.
That's
else.
kind of rough. Okay, how much are you asking for it?
I would be willing to part with it for an easy 30 gold pieces.
Okay.
What if I gave you
Okay.
one of these, and he
I'm
pulls
not
out
sure.
No.
an elixir? It transforms you into a bestial type.
Nah, we
What's the
want.
shelf life on that thing?
Well, it's always cold, so it's probably a long time.
It lasts a while, I think.
Wanna roll me a diplomacy check?
He has no clue. Oh, that's an 18 plus 2, 20.
If you feel confident in that, I suppose you're the expert.
It works really well, but
I am very.
how easy is it to make those?
Oh, it's pretty easy for these things.
Oh,
You
that's
sure?
good to know. If it's pretty easy to make, then I suppose it would probably take a couple of those to offset the cost.
Yeah, but it's highly
If you-
dangerous.
If you intend to sell anything, please let me do the talking. I have
No, I still think we have the upper hand here. That thing is extremely dangerous. You got to upcharge because of how dangerous it is.
What are you saying?
It turns you into a beast. The potion does.
Yeah,
You can't just sell that to anybody.
Augustus has been drinking them and he's been fine.
Yeah, but because Augustus knows how to control it.
Have you ever used a sword?
Yes.
Yeah,
So swords you can get for like 5 gold pieces.
that's a.
They're very
Really?
dangerous. That's
Yeah,
my point.
but
It's
this
not
doesn't-
always that how much you.
But this
can
this infects your brain.
Buddy,
get. So does this. He pulls up the stein again.
buddy,
Yeah, but that's different.
people buy drugs all the time.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, your daddy loves that. I mean, yeah.
Hallucinogenics.
Business.
So do you want to?
Oh, I know what those are.
So, whose side are you on right now? Are you trying to make it so we're
I'm
selling
on
it for cheap?
our side.
Just
you
lie
are
through your
getting-
teeth, bro. What
You,
the?
no, you're getting him to lower the prices on everything. you are not doing the business here. You're making
I mean,
his product
If
look
this is
bad.
a popular enough product, I can make you more. But I don't have.
The more you say
I
it's
just barely got my
dangerous,
materials
the
back,
more he doesn't
like,
want to pay for it.
I don't.
30 minutes ago, and so I don't have a
everything-
lot on me
no,
right now.
I don't
I just need
think
to,
that's how
you
it
know,
works.
It is
Make
how it
more.
works.
This isn't your average trader. He wants the dangerous stuff because they sell pretty good. Is that not true?
I would not necessarily say I want the dangerous stuff. I want the useful stuff.
But if
I'm
it's
a man.
dangerous and useful, it's pretty interesting. It's
I mean,
You just told him that no one should drink this because it was.
I said no one unwillingly and unknowingly and without being informed should drink it. It's a rare item.
I'm 95% sure Augustus put some stuff in a bottle and chugged it. I don't think that.
Augustus would also blow himself up if he could.
you guys are giving me.
I have done that.
He's done that.
Let me put it to you this way.
Mm-hmm.
After everything I've learned about you, I am incredibly uncertain of what that's going to do or any effect that it's going to have on me or if it's going to work as advertised.
Cool.
That said, you give that one to me as a sample.
Okay.
I will sell it for you,
Mm-hmm.
and I will let you know what it sells for. If you are interested in at that point moving forward with a business proposition, we can make a deal. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to use that as a bargaining chip for this guy. And he pulls up the stein.
I tried helping Doc.
How do I know that the
We
the
have
ale is-
enough money. We can't afford it. That's what I'm trying to say.
How do we know that the ale is even good?
We don't need.
Not
It's,
bitter.
it's an infinite amount of liquid. Who needs the ale?
Yeah, it doesn't need to taste good if it's infinite amount. That
It is-
said,
it does if you're drinking it.
Yeah, we don't need to drink it.
that said, it's good.
I don't suppose that I could get a sample from this infinite stein.
There. I'm gonna bend down and like put my finger where he dumped it. And I'm gonna put it in my mouth. Yeah, it's not that bad.
I'm not taking your word for putting dirt in your mouth and assuming that it's good.
Unfortunately,
What's
I
with the
can't really
animosity?
try it.
Here, I will give
Honestly,
you.
dirt's not even that bad.
I will give you 60 gold for the stein and the 4 potions as a bundle.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
It's actually
18.
I think that's reasonable. Sure. I'll take that deal.
Very well.
Yeah, he'll hand over the 4 potions and the bottomless stein.
Well, see, I just saved ourselves 10 gold.
I'm grateful. Is what I'll.
Hogwarts? Yeah, sure you did, kid.
All right.
Oh, frick, Patty.
Yeah, he has not come up the stairs.
I run back in.
Thank you for that, Elios. Oh, man. What did you call it? A laxative? Yeah, I mean, it's making me feel a lot better.
Patty, what are you doing?
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I'll be right back. He
Oh
books
my-
it out of the room.
Sorry, he's pretty stopped up there.
Obligatory poop joke.
We got the one out of the way. Now we don't have to do it.
No more.
Yeah. Do you need anything else? Are you guys set? I mean, I got other stuff I could show you.
I'm ready to see.
Let's see. I got one of these, one of those, one of that. He's gonna reach into that same pouch, and he's gonna pull out a sword that you can tell is much larger than the confines of that bag. He pulls out what looks to be a short sword, but you can see that it shines with a very metallic, reflective sheen, almost like a mirror. This is a short sword, but different from your standard short sword. This is silver. This is a silver short sword. Great for hunting beasts that might be weak to it.
Such as?
Such as the ones that exist who have a weakness to silver.
How do we know that we are supposed to use a silvered weapon
Because he's telling us.
when we
Let
meet
me
them?
ask you this question. Would you rather find a beast that is weak to silver and not have a silver short sword, or not encounter a beast that is weak to silver but have a silver short sword?
Are beasts that are weak to silver common in these wilds?
That is a great question. I have the sword.
You seem to make. You don't seem to be much a fighter yourself, so I imagine you've made it without the silver sword. And if you're looking to offload it, I think we'll be okay.
I'm 1.5 feet tall. Most things can't see me. And I look like I got a lot of meat on my bones, but I'm not that big. Anyway.
Sure enough.
So you want the sword?
No, thank you.
Oh.
What are you asking for it?
Well, let me
What are you
see.
talking about? You're the guy that uses a wooden stick and
I
doesn't
didn't
kill anything.
Why are you on my back about everything today?
I'd say 50 gold pieces, and it's yours.
That's good to know. That's it. I was just asking.
Do you have anything to offer in the means of surviving the cold if we were to continue traveling the wilds? Maybe,
Potion of warmth.
That
yeah,
is a
something
great
to keep warm.
Candles.
I will need to. Let me grab. He's gonna actually.
We do have that infinite stein now. That'll keep us warm.
He's gonna run and grab a. He's gonna run over to where his little setup is and grab a little briefcase. And as he comes back over, he's gonna set it on the ground and unlatch it. And as he does, he starts pulling things out and setting them to the side. And you can see from the size of this briefcase that there is much more room on the inside of it than there is obviously as it appears on the outside. He starts pulling things out. And he goes, "Yes, I have cold weather gear. I have some tents. You guys probably have been traveling. Do you have a tent?"
No.
No.
That's
We've been just using bed rolls.
Yeah, that's probably useful.
We did find a cave, which was pretty lucky of us.
That is incredibly lucky. The gods are watching out for you. But yeah, I got a
Not that
tent.
one I talked to. Anyways, Patty said something about taking a laxative, and then ran out the room.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. So
Anyway, yeah, I got a tent. If you want a tent, it's big enough to fit all of you.
What's a tent?
comfortably.
I give you 5 silver. Is that too much?
5
Is
silver
that
for a
alright?
tent. This is some quality canvas, kid.
That's half a gold piece.
I no, I'm aware. That's low. That's what I'm saying.
What is there? What's so special about the tent?
What is so special about all of this canvas? I mean, I'm not gonna set it up for you, but just look at here in this bundle, and he pulls it out, and it is like a very hefty bundle. It's a tent made for 4 people to move around in.
Oh, it's not a 1-person tent.
Correct.
I say that out loud. I'm like, oh, it's not a single person tent.
Oh, that's correct. Yes. No, this is for 4 people. I would be happy to part with it for 7 gold.
That is a lot.
No, if you have a counter offer, 5 silver pieces is not a counter offer.
Is the canvas water resistant?
Let's find out. Can I have that stein back for a moment?
How about I just pour it on it?
You got it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, and you see that it does.
Oh, now it smells.
Yeah.
But now we know it can keep out the snow and rain.
Was it pretty resistant?
Yeah, you see that it
what's rain?
slides down.
It's wet. It's like snow, but wet.
Oh,
Like when the
pretty
snow
wet.
melts.
It hasn't done that in a long time.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
You
It's only snowed.
No, yeah,
He's young.
I was gonna ask about his mom, but I remember she's not. Okay.
Yeah, probably not
I don't really
either.
remember my mom.
I'm sorry to hear that, kid.
I love my mom.
I love your mom too.
Don't say that. That's weird when you say it.
No, I mean, your mom's a good lady.
She's a great
awesome.
lady.
She mended my socks a lot.
Yeah, she does that.
Yeah, she's a heck of a darner.
She's giving me food a couple
I'm
times.
now uncomfortable. Do we want the tent?
I think that would be a good investment.
Do you have a counter offer?
I don't have a lot of diplomacy.
I'm aware.
Hey, the one roll I did, I passed.
It was good. It was good.
Would you part with it for 5 gold pieces?
No.
Roll me a diplomacy
4.
check.
2.
What?
1.
Lady said 5. That clearly means you're willing to part with at least 5 gold pieces. I appreciate your haggling, but you're gonna have to work with the bunch you got here before you can get much out of me.
I'm aware.
I'm surprised you didn't. You probably saw a little bit from your dad, right? How this kind of goes.
That is 17.
Maybe passing those on to these kids would be helpful. Sure, let's do 5.
Okay.
Got meant for 4.
Yeah, he'll hand over the canvas tent to you.
Do you have 5 gold on you?
I have a bag of gold. You never told me how much it was.
Oh, I didn't. That's one from Jeshua.
Yeah.
Okay. His gold bag had in total 45 gold pieces,
Okay.
or coins totaling up to 45 gold
All
pieces.
right. There we go.
That was nice.
All right. Yeah. Hogwart's gonna look at. You have all your stuff, don't you? Because you
Yeah.
even grabbed it. He's gonna look at your huge backpack and the table.
And table.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how much in the way of currency you and your fellow Varens have here.
Mm-hmm.
I have something that may be a little bit useful for you.
What's that?
This right here. And he gestures to his briefcase. Do you mind if I borrow your bag for a second? I'll give it back, all of it.
Oh, sure,
You
yeah.
better give it back.
He
Just
sets
without even a shadow of a doubt.
I like casually like scoot closer.
you please observe. And he's going to pull out all of his
I'm
stuff.
watching his hands. I'm not watching what he's doing.
Yeah, he's pulling out all of his stuff, and you see that there's just a pile of random items and curios.
Mhm.
It just continues to get larger. As he reaches a certain point, he now reaches for your bag and begins putting the belongings from your bag into this briefcase. And as he finally finishes, you see he pulls the table, the ingredients, the bottles, everything just goes into the briefcase.
Wow.
And plenty of room to spare. Check it out.
Okay.
You look in and you can see that it looks
Don't
like things.
trip.
He's like almost like looking inside of it. Like, oh my goodness.
It's only about halfway full with everything inside of it.
This is amazing.
Yep. This is quite the treasure. Came across this in my travels a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
It's been very helpful for me.
This must be so valuable. How much? Can we get it? I really want this.
500 gold pieces and it's yours.
No, we can't afford it.
Hey, Mr. Bucko, Mr. Talk you down from 5 to 4.
Let me remind you.
I'm gonna get closer to you. I do have an emerald. I think it's worth at least a couple hundred. I don't remember how much gems are worth, but if you can figure out a way, I have 90. We have like 130-ish and a gem, and I don't know how much the gem's worth.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
I have a gem of equal value if you'd like.
What makes that of equal value?
It was appraised by the finest jeweler of Teth.
Roll me a deception check.
Let's go. 24.
Oh yeah, you did a solid roll.
You talking about Chiron? Chiron appraised that thing? And he said that's worth 500 gold pieces.
I'm not saying yes. I'm just.
You guys know Chiron. You guys lived in a gem mine town. If there's anybody that's gonna know... You serious?
Even trade.
Here's what I'll do. There's a lot of use for gems. People like gems.
Even people who don't like gold like gems.
No, it's true. It's true.
If that's true, I might be able to get more out of that gem, huh?
I will take the deal with you on that gem, 50 gold, and I give you this briefcase.
Are you saying that gem plus 50 gold
That's
from
correct. That's what I'm saying.
I expect you to make a higher profit than 500 gems off of this, knowing the kind of business that you deal with. And I respect that. The most I will go is 25 gold.
Make it 30 and you got yourself a deal.
Most I can do is
I'll shake on it right now.
this lint I found in my pocket.
All right. And he'll shake your hand. Yeah. So he'll take your 30 gold and your gem.
I don't have 30 gold on me.
Yeah, I'll give the 30 gold.
Okay, I was going to say,
Cool.
I don't have it on me.
Yeah, he will take that, and then he's like, makes it easier to have to unload all this again. There you go, kid.
Wow.
Just gotta get all this back to. Would you guys be willing to help me walk this back to my stand?
Oh, for sure.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Good kid. You're a good kid.
Oh,
I'm sorry about all the things I said about you earlier.
what did you say?
Don't worry about it. Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna take all of his, start taking his stuff back. Unless there's anything else you guys need.
Did we see anything that was interesting while he was taking crap out?
Just a lot of knickknacks, curios, some things that you like definitely have magical properties, other things that probably are junk. There was definitely an array of things. You could see he pulled out some bottles of strange liquids. He definitely had like a large shield that he pulled out, some hand wraps that looked kind of interesting.
Do you have anything to ease stomach pain? Or
You talking about laxative?
Yeah, Elio said that.
yeah, what is that? What is laxative?
Oh, a laxative, it's like, when you're all stopped up down there and you gotta whoosh, free the beast.
But doesn't milk do that anyway?
Oh,
The very opposite.
it does quite the contrary.
I don't understand. Anyway.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any laxatives, but it sounds like your friend might be a source for those.
All right.
Elios, good guy. He doesn't come to me as much anymore.
So you planning on staying around these parts for a while longer, or are you?
As long as business is good. If it keeps drying up the way it has been, I'll probably have to move on. Unless you guys want to help me with my predicament.
Do you have a?
Are you now? Are you asking us to kill somebody?
Well, I mean, it was off. It was always on. No, I'm not telling you to kill. I mean, if it comes to that, you got to do what you got to do. But I'm not saying you got to do that. I'm just saying if you can look into the matter for me.
We will look into the matter.
Okay, great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, I have other business to be about to, other clients I got to talk to. It looks like there's somebody over there with a shovel, so I'll be back.
Before you go,
He
have you
casts
seen-
break shovel.
have you seen this symbol? And I draw the cultist symbol, in a parchment and hand it to him.
Like, have you seen that somewhere recently?
Where did you see this?
Some people, cultists.
The purple robed.
The Purple Road people were part of that?
Yeah.
Found a necklace, but
Frost.
what's her face? Lucinda?
Lucida.
Oh yeah, we gave
Lucida.
her. We found a necklace, and it was
Yeah,
from
I
the
gave-
roped guy.
yeah.
We gave it to
Well,
her.
I didn't really give it to her. She
If
kinda
this
took
is
it,
a
but-
part of that, you don't want to mess with it. That's way out of your weight class.
Cool. Can you tell us what it is so we can be really scared of it?
I don't know exactly who they are. I mean, even the Tallics don't like working with them.
Have
so.
you heard of any location where they might be or where they're located?
Yeah, so we
at
can
all?
stay away from them.
Or
Like not specifically these purple robe
Chat
people, but
GPT him.
more
Hey,
of
can you
that.
tell me how to do this so I can avoid doing that?
Kid, you seem like a good kid. Maybe stick to things besides lying.
if you
So I was
could
lying.
put it
Yeah.
on the maps.
You sure?
I'm looking for trouble.
Well, I mean,
Oh, I was being honest. I didn't
if
want
this
to
is what you're looking
really
for.
go near them unless I had
They
to.
have my sister.
Oh, that's right.
And she's probably already gone, buddy.
Yeah, I kept telling
Just
myself that
casually
too.
throws that out there. Okay. Oh
What
yeah,
is that
her?
writing
Probably
utensil
dead.
you have? That's
Anyway.
cool.
It's a quill.
Augustus, we all have those.
That one clicked. What the heck?
I literally have one right here.
There you go, kid.
So we're able to
Just
Before
be
hey,
careful.
and I appreciate that. But before I hand it, is it this? Oh, there it is.
Wait, yeah, you did use a black.
It's the little
ink
X
Okay,
on
the
all.
little X. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
it's all black ink.
near Lake Clearwater.
One last thing, if you could maybe put the Wall of Mar there, I wouldn't. I mean,
You don't know where the Wall of Mar is?
no, my
You brought
father
that crap up?
My father never told me. He only mentioned these things in passing to me. I was never trusted by my father. Well,
It's right next to the building of Moor, which is right next to the garden of Moor.
the park.
I don't really know my
Moor.
father.
This is
I
this
never
is not
knew
good
my
for you,
father.
kid. I promise that.
I never really knew my father.
My dad's okay.
Your dad's pretty cool.
Sometimes.
Your dad's great.
Yeah, he is.
Let's see. It's right here along the base of the mountains.
Part of me wants to tell my parents to just pack up and move here where everything will be great, but I know they won't leave Teth.
It's a good place for elves. Say that much.
Yeah.
The rest of us, that's
Yeah, I mean, Teth really needs them
Yeah, they won't leave.
more than
They won't
need
leave
Teth.
the people of Teth.
well. That said, I'm gonna let you be about your business. I've got customers. Have a good one.
You too.
At this point, the sun is definitely, the lights of Ember's embrace have begun.
The
to dim.
metaphorical sun.
Yes. It is getting dark.
We need to go see Doran.
Yes.
All right. Is that the plan then?
Oh, we can't leave Patty with Elios.
It's fine.
We
it's
we
literally
should leave it with.
Probably for the
We
best.
absolutely.
No, but I don't want to do that to Elios. That's so rude.
I think he's okay. He's had worse. Lucida comes in there a lot.
That's true.
She's
What if
standing
Patty
right
talks to
behind me,
Lucida?
isn't she?
Oh, then that's Patty's deal. That might be good for us if he talks to Lucida. Maybe Lucida's either gonna love him or hate him.
She is standing right behind me.
She's she's right behind me. Is she?
I'm just gonna go get him.
You're gonna want to see this.
You look over your shoulder. Lucida's not there.
There's two Lucidas.
However, you do see someone with binoculars in one of the trees staring down at you.
I didn't know my
You
federal
all of a sudden
agent
see a
was still
little
in
red
this-
dot
was playing
show
the
up
game as
right
well.
here.
All right, what's the plan?
I'm going to get Patty real quick.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Any
Aren't we
oppos-
meeting with the Tallics? Is that the plan?
Any opposition
okay.
to
We don't
leaving
want-
Augustus behind as well, so we don't have to deal with Patty?
No, it would be worse because Patty won't chase after us. Augustus will.
Patty, we gotta go.
I already went.
No, not like that.
Oh,
Oh,
Let's high five some.
yep.
Nice.
Oh, you're talking about Doran.
Yes.
All right, yeah, let's go. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
let's go, Patty.
I feel great, by the way. Thank you, Elios. All right, and he's like,
there's just like rainbow puke everywhere.
What's that?
just hoping you could, put me on your shoulders or something.
I've got this briefcase. I can't really do that.
Too much to hope for, I guess.
I can put you in the briefcase if you want.
Is it warm?
Probably not.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go.
Thank you, Elios.
Thanks, Elias. Whew. Did you know that stuff really backs you up?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right. To Doran then?
To Doran.
Doran.
To Doran! Okay.
Guys, don't worry. I got Patty.
Yeah.
yep, I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
I knew you guys were gonna leave without me. That's really nice of you.
Actually, we were about to leave without you, but
That's really not nice of you to say.
it really isn't.
Actually, it is pretty nice because we're gonna go meet some very scary people,
Oh,
and I don't know if they like people like you or not.
oh. I actually think that I had some things I left in the root cellar.
No, but Patty, we need you.
And I need you, but I need
Patty,
you from far away.
But Patty, you're
Augustus.
able to translate really well for us.
That's true, but
The Tallics speak common. We'll be okay.
Baron,
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
Baron will
not.
have to
That's
be-
why they want us to help.
We are gonna
Oh,
translate.
I see.
Despite my Elvish being a little bit better than Baron's, you're gonna have to accept that she's good enough for right now.
All right, just don't cause too much trouble for Elios.
Oh, don't worry, I won't.
Elias just slips sleeping pills into cheese.
He pats Augustus on the leg.
Literally a
You guys
horse
have a
tranquilizer.
safe-
Horse
safe
tranquilizer
journey.
in the milk. They're in the cheese.
All right. And he's going to head back. Okay. So you guys begin to travel. And as you move further from the root cellar, Doran's home is definitely closer to the edge of this clearing. of the grove that you're in. But as you finally reach the edges of it, where the snow kind of seems to become more prevalent and the grass becomes a little bit less full, you finally find Doran's home. You see he is sitting out there at the same place you left him before, but he seems to be dressed in a little bit more cold weather clothing. Are you ready?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I can give you a little more information as we walk. I began... Well, I've been meeting with the Tallics for about a month now.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't told anyone else about this, because I knew Eremos would not like the idea, and I knew that, well, some of the others would be worried about the nature of the Tallics and their
Understandable.
dealings. The thing that I think is very difficult is that Eremos doesn't understand that we will not be able to survive on our own. There is too much... there is too many dangers out in the wilds, and we can't protect ourselves. And so the best that we can do is make sure that we have strong allies. And so I've been meeting with the Tallics for about a month in the hope that perhaps we can reach an agreement with them. Their influence is far-reaching, and though their ways are a little untoward, they at least would be able to have a force that could protect us.
Marin, you can let him know that that's between him and his people, as long as we aren't in a sort of crossfire or get bad reputation for this.
Does Doran speak common?
No.
No,
Okay.
so this is all coming through
Yeah.
Marin.
So
Back and forth, yep.
I have, in our previous meetings, the most we have been able to work out is, without them speaking Elvish and without me speaking Common, I've been able to have them keep the location of Tollisum Terrace a secret in exchange for food to keep them fed. Unfortunately, not sharing a language, we haven't been able to take the discussion much further. So my hope is that with the help of you four, you can perhaps broker a deal that is favorable for Tollisum Terrace, and perhaps we could ally ourselves with the Tallic Consortium.
So you're seeking an alliance with them to protect the village.
My hopes are twofold. I want protection for the village from outside forces. From any threats that would come our way, I would ask that the Tallic Consortium send a detachment or a patrol to or a faction or a group, something to keep us safe from any major threats. And the other part would be, if they're willing, that they allow us to maintain our independence. While I hope that, I do understand that sacrifices are necessary. And so, most important is that our people are protected.
And what would we be giving them in return? Would it be just the...
Yeah, what are you offering to them?
In return, we would promise them a steady supply of food that they could use to feed their faction, as well as, if there's a surplus, they could sell to the surrounding areas and make a profit.
And what exactly are...
Is that different from the current deal?
Well, what
That's
if
my
they
question.
seek shelter within your village?
I suppose that would fall in line with the independence. It is not something I'm unwilling to consider, but it is not something that I want either.
Do you think Lucida's okay with you making this decision?
No, of course not.
Lucida is not aware of this deal, and this would be acting in direct opposition to her and her husband's will.
So, for now, let's say that them entering into the village and seeking shelter there is off the table.
What exactly is the village seeking protection from?
They don't have much guard.
Well, also they just had one of their daughters taken from the cult.
And we removed the cult.
That's true.
Yeah, but we're outsiders.
But there's more
so he
coming.
figures that
so.
we're not gonna stay.
Oh, there's more coming.
And
Well, there's not just the cultists. What about
there's not just a cultist. There's other people, and there's wilds and stuff, and it's
what about the
only a
Kingdom
few
of
of the
Solheim?
guards.
That's true. That bear wasn't too far from here.
What about the Kingdom of Solheim as well?
And also them. Nobody likes elves.
I like elves.
As our
Oh.
grove grows bigger, so too will our presence within Lumira. And while we are small now, I do not believe we will stay that way. So I believe it important that we defend ourselves while we are yet unable to do so.
Yeah, it's not crazy. It's not. It's understandable. One, you would ask. He would be wary and want more protection than. They're kind of heavily relying on the fact that they're a secret society.
I understand that. I just don't feel like making a one-sided deal against yourself is always the best option in scenarios like this. If that makes sense. Is there no one else you could make a deal with?
As it stands, there is no one else we've been able to peacefully encounter. Isham informed me of your dealings with the cultists.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously have not been friendly towards us, and there is no other substantial group that has been able or willing to discuss any peaceful negotiations or treaties with us.
Well,
What is different? So you're offering food and supplies, but that was what you were offering before. Are you offering more? Is that the new bargain?
The food that was given to those that I've spoken with was only enough to feed them.
Oh,
This would be a much larger deal.
that makes sense.
if so, then we should be able to retain freedom. I wouldn't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Unless they're crazy,
Sure,
Or
I
if
believe
they-
they are,
or if they recognize us.
that wouldn't be too good either. It was dark and both of them died though, so
Nope.
oh snap! Right,
Two
we
of them
left.
lived.
We left one hogtied, and
Wait, yeah, I thought was it one or two?
I think it was just one. One got snatched by
Oh yeah, the other one was picked up by the bird.
good times.
Good times.
Oops.
Yeah, I mean they deserved it probably.
Do your friends have any other questions, or do you feel comfortable with the
If
information
you
I've
recall,
given you?
the bird wasn't the only one they had captured. It was also the sprites.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah, it was also the sprites. Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah. That's right.
We think that the deal you are proposing is fair, now that it makes sense to us. We're just also realizing that we may have
Though,
encountered some Tallics on our journey here.
is she telling him that we met them before?
Oh, no idea. No idea.
I see. Was your encounter pleasant?
No.
Oh.
I hope she doesn't mention the bird.
Yeah, that
I hope she doesn't
the air just changed. Something. I really hope she didn't just
so-
mention what we were just
Are
talking
you
about.
concerned?
Hopefully they don't recognize us. Let's just put
We'll
it
be
at
fine.
that.
We can
It should be
deny.
okay. It should be
Because
fine.
Hogwarts was saying that bird's a pretty big deal.
I don't know. We got a
What are
gnome.
they saying?
We got a group of a gnome, of a Narin, and an elf, and a man. It's very odd grouping.
I'll hide
Uncommon, even.
They seem to be having a very concerned conversation.
I hope they forget the part where we hogtied them and took some of their clothes.
We took their clothes? We didn't take their clothes.
Oh, we didn't. I mean, we didn't leave all their clothes there.
What?
What are you talking about?
You stripped them of their armor.
No.
Augustus, did you do something to
I
them?
didn't do anything. I'm just recalling.
Did you take his
No,
clothes?
I did not take anyone's
No,
clothes.
I think I don't think I took their clothes. I think I removed their weapons from them.
I'm pretty sure I remember you stripping them of their armor, but
I don't think so. I don't think I did that. That's a little weird.
You're crazy.
I don't remember that.
No,
I mean, I could be wrong. It's
would
been a
never
long.
do that.
I thought it was extreme at the time, but I wasn't gonna tell you what to do. So
Yeah, I don't recall stripping anybody.
Anyways,
they weren't naked.
Well, yeah. I just don't use armor, so I don't know why I would do that.
Your silence is causing me some level of concern.
Do you know anything about
concern is warranted.
shadowy ghost things that shriek in the wilds?
You speak of the Straya?
Yeah, those things.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bird that can deter them.
Yes, the Umbral Hawk.
He just said Umbral Hawk.
No, I said Umbral Hawk in Elvish.
You don't know what that means.
Wait, no, that's a noun. You can't just say Umbral Hawk.
Yeah, we saw some thugs traveling with a large caged bird, and we thought that they were
Oh, even better. I just remembered something. If they lost their Umbral Hawk,
They were hogtied. It's a good chance they're dead.
yeah,
It's a good chance.
Mhm.
There's a good chance they're dead.
yeah. So
Hopefully
we
she doesn't mention that to them.
sort of freed the bird.
Yeah, Mayor, what do you taught? Are we good? Are we good to go? What are we waiting for?
Are you... That does put a damper on things. Are they alive? The ones that you left?
Marin, don't tell him any of this. Just because. We want him to
Hey, just
know.
because we're talking about it doesn't mean you need to share everything we're saying.
You're not mentioning any of this, right? That'd be crazy if you're doing
Especially the stripping people part. That's weird.
I'm not like that. I swear.
There is
I'm not a freak.
not a good chance that they lived, but we did not kill them.
Oh, we killed
perhaps-
one of them. Oh, sorry, I don't know this because you're speaking Elvish. Never mind.
Then perhaps it is in all of our best interest
Oh yeah, you electrocuted one.
to
didn't
pray
you?
to Avenna that they are not aware of your interference.
Yes.
I think they're talking about Avenna for some reason.
Yeah, they said it in a...
Regardless, I do not know if
Religious.
any others who would be able to broker this deal that I would trust to do
So
so.
they're probably not
Right.
talking about the.
Not the horrible things that we did.
Yeah.
Probably not.
So unfortunately, desperate times call for desperate measures. And we're here.
Over here.
As he says that, you come to a point where the trees kind of open up into a small clearing. The twisted, gnarled, dead branches of many of them kind of providing some sort of canopy over this area. It is mostly still covered from the sky, even though it is open. And as there are already a group of people that are gathered here, you can see that a fire has been built, and there is a group of rough-looking individuals that surround it. Some of them quite large and intimidating. Others kind of smaller and more stringy and almost kind of wiry looking, but all of them having a same general air of
Grrr.
yeah, like an
Ruffian.
air of like a rough nature to them. Definitely, yeah.
Like the one bar Entangled.
That's what I
Yep,
was thinking.
that's exactly
too.
what it is. Except these guys probably won't sing to you.
I probably don't like unicorns.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm not saying anything's completely off limits. I'm just saying they probably
I cast Tasha's hideous singing.
Who's Tasha?
wrong game.
Yeah.
But They all kind of have random assortments of armor. Some of them leather, some of them, more than leather. But they all seem to bear this symbol somewhere about them, which is the same symbol that you see on your map. It is a circle with a sort of outward circle and this, symbols around it.
Marin, if you don't mind,
This one?
Yeah, that's
I believe it be in my best interest to do the speaking to these folk. I have the symbol. My family is related. If you wouldn't mind just conversing with me before you spoke.
Well, you could lead the negotiations, and I'll just act as a
Translator.
yes.
Correct.
Well, because she's translating to Doran,
Yes.
Correct.
and we're translating to, whatever.
And Doran would be translating through her. I just don't want Doran to say anything
lot
that
of
might
translating.
be disruptive.
Sure.
I mean, he's dealt with.
Right. And I don't. And
Before.
trust me.
Well, he just hasn't
kind
said
of-
anything to them
he
because
has
they can't
kind of-
speak.
He has kinder feelings than I would myself of these folk, and I say this very quietly. Very quietly.
we all know we freaking hate these guys.
hate these guys.
Did I say that? Oh no.
I hate these guys. They're so
They're right behind
ugly.
me, aren't they? You're gonna want to see this.
Guys, we've got company. Doran will actually turn to you and says, knowing what you know, perhaps it would be best if I stayed to the side here. You can negotiate and you can bring back any offers that they have to me, and we can discuss before you go return to them.
I see.
So wait.
So Doran is trusting us with the negotiations, and I can go to him if we have any questions about their offer, or if we want to.
Wait, so he's staying behind?
Right. He's trusting us to.
Just the edge of the clearing.
I think it might be good for them to see him so that they know that we are just random people showing up on their doorstep.
We can say we're with Doran.
I mean, I still have the emblem.
Oh, that's right.
And just to be clear, he's still within eyesight.
Yeah, but
He's
it's
at the edge of
dark.
this clearing. Yeah, that's fair. But he is.
But you're an elf.
nearby.
So you're never mind.
Do you think
also
they
true.
only meet here at dark? I mean, it's always dark, but
So yes, that is That's
So
what
yes,
he
they
said.
always meet here at dark. Whenever it's dark, they're usually
I
here.
wonder where they sleep.
No, not that.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
not true.
Whenever they're here, it is always dark.
That is true. Yes.
Yes.
A is B, but B is not A.
Yeah. Square, rectangle, whatever.
Okay. Cool. Any last minute preparations or anything you want to do?
Nope.
Okay. So then as you all step forward, a group of individuals steps up, and you can see immediately some of them kind of look at you with cautious nature.
Come in,
They
please.
pull weapons and kind of reach out before one of them says, "Hey, it's all right. It's all right. Everybody put down your craziness, and we'll just have a little chat." And from amidst them steps forward a Venaran.
Oh,
Yes.
wild.
He's flanked by a pair of large bodyguards, one of them bald, the other with a very crooked nose and a scar running over his eye. But the Venaran stands about the same height that you do, Daco, and he has an eye patch over his right eye. He steps forward and he says, I assume you're going to be the negotiating team on behalf of your friend there?
Indeed.
Doran, that's his name, right?
That's
Yep.
right.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps it would be best if I introduce myself. I'm Ton.
I'm Augustus.
Pleasure.
Hi.
Daco, you know, because you speak some Old Venaran, that Ton is the Venaran word for master.
Is that one syllable?
Just Ton. I'm probably not the one your friend there was expecting. I think he was planning on talking to Jova, but he's not doing very well right now. Actually, he had a little bit of a run-in with somebody. Hey, Jova, Jitty, get out here! And another of these cutthroats wheels out a wheelbarrow, and you can see inside the wheelbarrow is an individual who is battered and broken. You can see his arm is kind of bent at an odd angle. His body is covered in scrapes and scars and bruising, and his leg is definitely sticking out in a direction it should not be. There are scars, especially over his face. You can see scratches and deep gashes, and there's actually a bandage covering his eyes. But despite all of that, Rowan, you can recognize this individual as the one who was carried off by the hawk the other gift just a few days ago.
Nice.
Yeah, this is Jitter. He was your original contact with Doran is his name? Right, Doran.
Jetta or Jova?
Well, Jova's his legal name. We just all call him Jitter.
Oh, Jitter.
Right, Jitter.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
No, I heard one syllable.
Speaking common, mate.
I apologize.
It's all right. Yeah. Jitter, tell you these fine people what you told me. Yeah, we were working with Doran. He said that he wanted something. He wanted us to help him. He didn't speak very good common. Said that maybe he wanted fighting, protection, something like that.
Yes. Sorry, what is the village called again?
Tolson
Terra.
A lot of T's over here.
The Invisible City is looking for protection under the Tallics.
Yeah, and I'm very grateful that you guys were very straightforward with that information, because Jitter here, and he slaps Jitter's leg right where it's bent at a strange angle, and you hear a "Ah!" Jitter, he didn't want to tell us that information. He wanted to keep that a little bit to himself. But I am a businessman, and I treasure honesty above all else. So, the more honest we can be with each other, the better it'll be.
So, I don't know if this requires an insight check. Is he implying that is it that Jitter failed to tell him or refused to tell him? Was it like is he implying that he wasn't adequate and that's why he failed, or
no,
or that he actually was withholding information?
The gist of the message that he's giving is that Jitter was withholding information about Tallic.
And he's mad at Jitter.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it's like he didn't tell me, or if it's like he did really bad at his job, but I'm saying he's withholding information as like like a mafia guy. Like he says he couldn't speak, whatever, but that doesn't matter. He failed his objective, and I'm beating him up for it. Like that.
Wait, withholding information, as in like withholding the location.
So Jitter, this would all be things you could surmise. Ton did not know about Tallic Terrace until Jitter came back to them. So he came scrambling back within an inch of his life and told us all about his little deal, and then that's where we came in.
I'm really sorry. I hope he didn't sustain those injuries at Tallic Terra. They are genuinely some of the nicest people we've met.
No, most of these were suffered from his encounter with one of those umbral hawks. Not all of them. Some of them we made sure to measure out ourselves, but loyalty's important.
Absolutely.
In honesty.
Well, let's get down to business.
Seems like a plan. So, from what I understand, from what I can surmise, your friend Doran has a little bit of a village, a group of people that have been living out in the wilds that we weren't aware of. That's already astounding, because we thought we had every bit of this mapped out. So that's in and of itself is an accomplishment, one he should be proud of. But what is it that your friend Doran is looking for in particular?
He seeks protection from the powers that be. He believes that there is some otherworldly force that contends with
Tallic Terrace?
Yes, thank you. It twists my tongue.
Elvish will do that to you.
Yeah. and he knows you guys as a force of strong men that know how to protect the settlement. So he's beseeching you for protection.
Will, I appreciate that he came to us. The Tallic Consortium, we take care of those who take care of us. And once more, he slams down on Jitter's leg, and there's another.
In return, they're offering food supply for you and your men that would potentially keep them hungerless for the foreseeable winter. And as we know, that is not a short time from ending.
Yeah. Well, you're asking for us to give forth a measure of our men, of our group, in exchange for food, and I think that's a pretty fair deal. But I like to know who I'm working with. I don't like backdoor deals or hidden unknowns. I'd like to get some eyes on this place. Or one eye, I guess. If we could, before we commit to anything.
That wasn't made aware in the terms of the deal. We'd have to speak with Doran first before accepting any.
I'm a patient man. Feel free to have your conversation.
Absolutely. Thank you. We'll head back to Doran.
Cool. Is it done?
So, their leader is interested in your proposition. He thinks that the food in return for protection is more than fair. But he would like to see the village so that he knows who he is working with and who he is serving.
He is in himself, or he would like to bring his group. I was not prepared for a detachment this large. I assumed that I would continue.
Yeah, it's not a good sign.
No.
You can let him know about the fact that his original envoy that he's speaking to withheld their meetings a secret for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I feel like this is a threat.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
Yeah, you.
Can they see us?
So I'm assuming you probably have a torch or some sort of light. They can see your light and right around it,
Right,
but not very
okay.
much.
Can't see
Yeah.
the small minor details.
Not to say that I warned you, but you knew who you were making deals with when you made the deal with them.
Yeah,
And
he just didn't know that they were. Some of them were keeping.
Rowan,
secret.
I don't think that's helping.
you're right. But at the same time, it's not helping that he sought this deal without the knowledge of the elders of the village, regardless of how unlikable they are.
Mm-hmm.
We all don't trust these people.
I just don't see why we need to be so
Yeah, I
hostile.
mean,
in
it
this
was definitely naive
situation.
of him to make a decision, but he was under the impression that he was on good standing with them, when it appears that he wasn't on any standing with them. He's a unknown to the majority of them, which is the backfire here.
My thing is if we're going to get him to the village, we have to get him to the village without him knowing where the village is. Luckily for us, we just purchased a portable space that I think would fit him just fine. The only issue is
You
any
could pickpocket
stragglers,
everything in there.
any stragglers that want to follow us and search for us themselves have every right to do that, and will be able to do that because one, it snows and we leave tracks, and two, we're probably not the hardest band to follow given our size and
What? Us? Easy to follow? Impossible.
Do you feel their intentions are pure?
absolutely not.
Yeah, probably no.
No.
It concerns me that they wish to see Toulousem Terrace. Is it not enough for them to know where the food is coming from?
No.
It doesn't.
Here's the
He
thing.
emphasized he values honesty, and I believe that implies complete transparency.
Marin, tell him
Yeah.
this. you've already made the choice because we're here and they're going to follow us back regardless. So we can either be on their good side and hope that they don't attack us, or we can be on their bad side. They'll follow us and they'll attack the city regardless.
Or we could go back to the cult hideout
and pretend that they're all gone.
Yeah, but that is extremely close to the village.
It's not super close. You guys traveled for about half a day.
Yeah.
When you take them back there, we can walk to their front door, and then we can hop out that side little hole.
My only concern is they have charted this area, and so if
They would probably know about
this
that.
location, they will know that they're being led astray. Again, this doesn't look good for us unless we go willingly with them.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of in a pickle jar.
Or we could run.
No, we can't because
We can't,
they
yeah.
can see us. I point to them. They're like, and they got bows.
Doran, I'm not trying to question your whole leadership thing, but this was a really immature decision, and I think that if no one's told you yet, you need to hear this.
You're a horrible person, and I hate you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Marin, you can sum that up as
here's the thing.
Rowan doesn't trust your judgment
Are
here.
you gonna translate that?
Not word for word.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and let me know what you're gonna say of what he says, but that's fine. You go.
The elves probably don't like me because if they knew I was a human, they would be just as disgusted, you know? So,
Sure, buddy.
sorry, I'm dealing with a lot here. And right now I feel like I've been thrown into a situation that really has kind of...
Yeah, but you're not alone here.
I'm aware. We're all in trouble because
Yeah.
of this.
Pointing blame is not a solution, but I understand the frustration.
Yeah. Apologies. Just a little worked up.
I'm terrified.
You and me both.
A Venaran leader with their reputitude is not good.
Again, I think it's in our best interest to invite them willingly. It's the only foreseeable thing that I think doesn't get us killed at least immediately.
I agree.
We
I
are
think that
outnumbered.
makes sense, but if I could,
We can maybe make a deal where, as weak as it is, to make Ton promise us that he would keep the information to himself.
or at least emphasize that.
But I mean,
Keeping
as
a
well as a
semblance of-
promise.
At least
that's gonna
emphasize
make-
that keeping peace within the village is what's going to maintain their food supply. That if they
Yeah.
try and do something that, obviously the food supply is not by natural.
Yeah, you
means.
can let Doran know that it looks in the vibe it gives the options we have are pretty much how we want to be in the palm of their hand. Willingly or not.
Yeah, but I do understand Doran's fear of other forces that could attack the village. I mean, when I was in the military, they were fighting something, but I don't know what it was, and they could have been attacking.
We met
Fey
a lot of
villages
stuff
for
on
all
the
I
way
know.
here. So it's not a bad idea. It just was not executed.
Yeah.
Well.
It is clear that I...
Doran's just like watching everyone squabble and like sweating and like freaking out. And he's like, oh.
It is clear that I perhaps bit off more than I could chew. I have had some minimal dealings with members of this group. I had been advised that they were powerful. I did not know the depths of this apparent treachery that
Probably should
you're
have
speaking of.
talked to Hoggleworth.
Not even Hogwarts, but Lucida. I mean, everyone hates Lucida.
No, I mean like for information about
Sure.
them.
Yeah.
Not asking
Anyone-
Hogwarth for
Right,
permission.
right.
But yeah.
Just someone who's had dealings with...
I hope you know that my intentions were pure. I did not mean to bring this upon them, and I still stand by what I said earlier, that we do need protection.
I know, and I believe you.
And it seems that perhaps you're worried that these people are not as honest as you say, despite them saying that they value honesty.
Yes.
We can
wanna
politely
make-
ask if and let them know that secrecy is the one thing keeping them alive, and they're very not keen on giving that away. We
Yes.
ourselves were kidnapped.
They want to make sure that we are honest. They don't care so much if they are honest.
Yeah.
I see. What do you think? Do you think we should let them come to the village? I worry that...
I think this has gone too far to do otherwise, because if we decide to cut off the deal, they're still going to follow us.
We could,
Or
I have spent many years in these wilds. We could lose them if we needed to.
or we just wouldn't return to. We would just never be able
Yes, we
to
could
return.
we could absolutely obfuscate our path.
We
But I
have a
suppose that leaves us open to the fact that they now know our general area, so it would simply be
matter of
a
time.
matter of time.
Yes.
And if we do that, then we lose any attempts at future deals as well.
Mm-hmm. They don't seem like they really want deals as much as control.
Yeah.
Do you think there is no way we can find an
Kind of like
equitable
that Novus
arrangement?
guy.
I think there is a possibility, but it is unlikely. We would have to play our cards perfectly.
I believe subjugation is the next step for what happens to these people, unfortunately. And again, maybe I'm wrong, and I hope and I pray that I'm wrong.
I think you're right, but I don't think they do it right away. It'd probably be over years. Unless we show unwillingness from the beginning, and then they'll... Unless we
Right.
put up a fight,
Right,
then
right,
they'll go
right.
right away. But I think what's probably going to happen is they're going to be like, yeah, totally. And then after 5 years, they're suddenly in chains.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, here's what my thinking would be. If we agree willingly, I imagine we could get Ton to follow us. Once we get a certain distance, we would put him in the briefcase. It would prevent him from knowing where we're
Maybe
walking.
we can do a briefcase, or we can give him, we can, put a bag over his head or whatever. Maybe it doesn't have to be that, but
the reason I don't trust him with a bag over his head is I trust him to be a wiser tracker, hunter. I don't know any of his skill sets, but they put him in charge
Yes,
for a
that's
reason.
true.
If he can reroute his footsteps, I don't know if that's something he can do. I'm just assuming the worst in this scenario. It would still be the same.
yeah.
But you said that... But as I said, it seems it's only a matter of time before they find us anyway.
Yeah, you've
So-
already given up
What...
the area, so they're going to figure out one way or another. Might as well have
We
them come.
have to make a deal now. You have to make a deal is essentially what's going to be next, unfortunately.
I see. So what do you recommend?
Like I said, we essentially get him and him alone. I believe that if we make the deal, he could be convinced to be alone, as that would keep our interests in line, and it would keep his interests in line too, as he wants to probably keep some form of power. And
We might need to make a collateral. If we're bringing him alone, he might make suggestion to bring in collateral so that he's not being taken advantage of.
Hey, Doran. Do you think you're being watched at all?
Perhaps we could leave Augustus.
I was actually going to suggest Doran, but yeah.
You asked Marin if he's being
Yeah.
watched.
Yeah.
I
I mean, they're all
not that-
watching
I
us.
would probably most likely be aware of if I was being watched. Why do you say
Hmm.
that?
I mean, we might have mentioned some things to Lucida, and she might have seemed upset and said she would have a word with you about.
We already talked. I thought we were... Did we not tell Doran about that already?
Well, we
You
did,
told
but
Lucida as well.
No.
I'm confused.
I was aware that you had informed Isham of this.
Yeah, no,
we
this-
told Isham about things, but we told Lucida about how he let us into the place, and so she's probably not super happy about that. So I'm just wondering.
Well,
He means we crossed paths with Lucida, and I showed her this.
yeah.
Because she wondered how outsiders had got in.
Yes.
That is all.
She did speak with me on that matter, and she was not happy about it. But I was able to smooth that situation over.
Okay.
This would definitely be a different
much
situation.
worse.
Right.
Oh, are you suggesting that maybe
I was
after
just
that position
saying
that
if maybe
they would
Lucida
put-
was keeping eyes and tabs on Doran, possibly.
could be, but I don't know if she has manpower to do that.
I mean, she is kind of one of the main people in control.
She's kind of the
village,
boss, but
so.
there's not many people. Could be.
I think we should go with Rowan's plan, and we should just further emphasize to Ton that secrecy is what is going to keep this deal intact, and that if the outside threats that we are concerned about find out about our about
Yeah, that's a
their
good
location,
point.
if the Tallic Consortium members try to gain access to the village, they could be ruining their food supply, essentially. I mean,
Yeah.
if any harm comes to the village, then it all falls apart.
You can say to them that the secrecy is important, and we're willing to have Ton see the village. But if word spreads out through all of the Tallic Consortium, then who knows where else it would go from there? I mean, from our perspective, who knows where it can go from there?
Sure.
And you can also lie and say that the peace and the tranquility of the place is what creates the quality of the food, and so the food, if they're disturbed in any way, less food would be made.
I think that will be fine. We'll make sure that gets across so they don't enslave these people. But first and foremost, not to be impatient, but I don't think he's as impatient.
No,
as
we should go.
Yeah, I don't think he's as impatient as he says he is.
Oh, he's walking right up. I'm just kidding.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Name of the episode, he's right behind me, isn't he?
You're gonna have to make a reel of that.
Yeah.
All of the
yeah.
Marvel quotes.
I think we're good, right? I think we've kind of
Is that,
figured
is
it
that the plan?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
out. All right, Silver Tongue.
We'll start walking back.
Aye.
Tom, we've come to deal with what Doran has said. You must understand the nature of the secrets that would be untold if word of
Location.
the location. Yes, sorry, the Elvish still bites my tongue.
Tolsum Terrace.
All right, friend.
Sintera.
Seems like you got yourselves pulled into a little bit more than you were bargaining for.
Absolutely. Which is why we want to accept your deal. However, we do have conditions behind that deal. We want to make sure that it stays a secret. So we want to bring you and you alone.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
Yes. 24.
Well, I'm a very important man here with the Talix.
Were you
If
thinking-
something were to happen to me, I would be remiss to leave my men unguided.
Extremely understandable. Is there someone you trust instead?
Oh, I'm happy to go with you. I just think maybe a fair exchange would be in order.
Collateral.
Out of character? Thank you for mentioning that out loud so he could say.
He literally said fair exchange first, though. So
What about your
that's the
friend there? He
definition of
seems nice.
collateral.
Probably someone you care about a lot.
I can stay.
You sure?
Yeah.
A Venarin for a Venarin.
Only just.
I like it.
We can make that deal then. We will return by nightfall so we can return for our companion, and you can return with the knowledge of.
Well, it's almost night time as it is.
Correct. We'll travel through the night. if that's quite all right with you.
Oh, you're gonna leave me here?
You mean to?
How long was the travel to this point?
To this point, it
Mhm.
was probably a couple of hours, so an hour and a half, thereabouts. Well, that sounds a little bit. I'm tired. I'd like to get some rest. Maybe we could go in the morning.
If that's the case.
You know, I got to get my things picked and get ready to go.
No, I think it's important we leave now.
You want to roll me a diplomacy check?
Yes. 27. There's a place you can stay, and it's relatively cheap.
Well,
We also could just stay here
I
the
suppose
night. Well,
you do hold all the cards here, so I'm at your service.
Amazing. There's one last thing. Being that this is a secret and it's for your eyes only, we will ask you to be blindfolded. So there will be a portion where you will have to let us lead you to the village.
It's only fair.
Awesome. Okay. Then
Get in this box.
We'll wait a little bit for that. All right, Ton, we shall lead the way. Follow us.
Can I grab my things first, or are we going right now?
Going right now.
You're not going to let me grab my bag?
Unfortunately, no.
I'm going to grab my bag. And he's going to walk back and go get his bag.
I just... Okay.
And as he does so, he's just going to give one more pat to Jitter in the wheelbarrow, who will moan again. All right. He goes and collects his things. You could see as he kind of
50 knives.
he puts his hands on the shoulders and kind of says his goodbyes to everyone. You see that he is dragging this out, and he takes a drink of out of a tankard and finally heads back, and he says, "All right, I think I'm ready.
All right, follow us.
Let's move."
Is there a tree? Are we in a?
Yeah, you're in a clearing, so there's a couple of trees.
Is the camp around some trees?
Their campfire is in the middle of this clearing, so the trees are not too far away. Yeah, I'd say you probably got it's like a quarter-mile radius, or
So if I was to
diameter.
walk to a tree, would it take me a quarter mile to get to a tree?
No, probably about an eighth of a mile.
Oh, so it is still quite a bit of distance.
It's a little bit. It's not too far, but yeah, it's a little bit.
Okay, because okay.
All right. Once we get into the clearings, Ton, it's time to be
Oh,
blindfolded.
well, hold on, because we still
sorry.
got Daco stuff. So you kind of head over to the camp, and these two big guys that have flanked Ton are like, "You're gonna hang out with us.
Cool.
Come on!" And he kind of slaps you on the back, and you can tell there's a little more than friendliness behind that.
Yeah, there should
Mm-hmm.
little more than friendliness.
It's gay for you.
What do these dudes do with the monkeys?
Ah, right. You play cards?
Oh, I have my own deck even.
All right.
It's fresh, new, unmarked.
Well, means you're not playing right. Come on.
I definitely left all my money with you guys.
Looks like we're playing strip poker.
Yeah, they'll start settling things out, but you can very much tell that despite their outward friendliness, there's a little bit of a threat to everything they're doing.
Of course.
So, but yeah, he'll follow you for a time through the trees, and then you wanted to say something?
It's time to not know where you're going.
Yeah, you said there's a blindfold. You
Yep.
want me to close up my eyes?
Yep, close your eyes. Get in the briefcase.
It's not a blindfold, mate. That's
What? Why you? That's my briefcase.
It prevents us from knowing that you know where this place is, and until we have a deal, we will not tell you
Is it
where
double
this place is.
entendre?
Let me at least take my stuff out of there first.
yeah, mate. You don't want to make me sit in your friend's suitcase.
Unfortunately, we need to.
You don't think a blindfold's enough?
I don't. I really don't.
You don't trust me?
You don't trust us, and that's what this is about. Is steps of honesty.
Telling me super good at following tracks. I'm just gonna butter him up.
I don't think he's the type to.
Oh, dude, we just know that you're such a skill tracker.
Unfortunately, Ton, it doesn't seem...
You want honesty. I said I value honesty. So let me be straight with you. We're gonna find where you are. It's a matter of time. So, you can let me go with my eyes open, or you can make this more disagreeable and make me go with my eyes closed.
That was the deal, though. It was with eyes closed.
Yeah, but the deal wasn't getting a suitcase.
Unfortunately,
You understand, though, we're taking a risk by even showing you this place and by
No,
making a deal with
I think
you.
what you don't understand is you already took the risk. You decided to make a deal with our friends, and it sounds like you didn't really understand what you were getting into.
oh, I was very much made aware.
So, I'm willing to put a rig over my eyes, but I'm not getting in there. And if you want to make it a bigger problem, we could maybe push this a little farther.
Okay.
But I think right now, the most important thing is you probably want to keep me happy.
Rag over your eyes, and I carry you.
I'll walk.
How am I supposed to know whether you couldn't follow the footsteps back to the place that we are?
I think I just told you I'm gonna find out where you are anyway. It's just how long it takes me to find you.
World's worst hide and seek.
I really hate
You brought us to your
Doran.
doorstep. I mean,
I really hate Doran so much. I hate him so much.
Hey, just remember, this is his problem.
You're so right. I could be like, you know what? I'm out.
Stop caring, bro. They didn't care about us until like just recently.
Problem is
We still
We'll
need
let-
their help.
Yeah.
no, we
I
don't
don't-
need their help. We are still on the chopping block for these people.
Kind
now.
of.
Yeah.
We're a little bit more
'Cause
loose.
we know where the place is. They will torture us to.
I don't know about torture, but yeah,
I don't think they're above torture because
we could.
Tom
we've had-
literally hit the guy that was in a wheelbarrow.
I thought you meant Tolson Terrace. I was like, Tolson Terrace is not gonna torture us.
no. I'm talking about
Make sure
Ton is going to torture us.
Oh yeah, and what I'm
There
saying is
almost
just
immediately.
yeah, we don't need it.
Yes.
Do we just bring him there and leave and be like, sorry, your problem now?
That's what I was saying. Hey, you did this to yourself.
Dude, honestly, actually, I mean, as much as I want to help these people,
And I was thinking, if worse comes to worse,
Oh.
and if Lucida comes, we can just be like, he made us do it.
you're right.
Well, here's the thing that I don't think you guys understand. We're not gonna let that happen.
What?
Just sign away.
table.
To do what?
Leave
Tolson Terrace.
Tolson Terrace like that.
Well, what I'm saying is, it already is, and there's nothing we can really do.
Yeah, so we're gonna try our
You're
best to protect Tolson Terrace.
Fine, wear the rag, and I throw him a blindfold.
All right. He wraps it up, kind of like an eye patch over his other eye.
And I'm gonna grab his arm. I'm gonna try and walk as pervertedly as I possibly can.
Perverted.
It's not just for perverts, okay? That word has other uses.
Yeah, you just could have
starts
picked a
walking.
different one.
No, not like that.
Big boy.
Not like that.
You're gonna
Just-
meander and
Thank
drag
you.
it out,
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna.
and I'm gonna be over here being like, man, they're
I think
taking
the
a
word you're
long
looking
time.
for is overtly, and I think that that's still not the right word.
I'm looking it up.
Okay, because I don't think pervertly. As pervertedly.
Jared reads
Pervertedly
books
is an
with big
adverb that means
words.
deviating from what is considered right, good, or proper.
So you're walking in a way that is not right, good, and proper.
Correct.
Okay.
But not in the way that you just.
I like that. So in D&D, they always ask you to get your like personality traits, and there's always that one that I could never understand. That was like I use big words incorrectly,
I love that one.
but I've realized that that's just Jared's personality trait.
Tell us what you
Get
guys think
outed.
in the chat. Who's right in this situation?
Yeah. Anyway, I like that. But I'm gonna use that pervertedly. I'm walking pervertedly. Okay. Anyway, as you guys make your way back towards the village with Ton in tow, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, take a few minutes, and we'll be back in a second.
Exactly.
And we're back. Are we back? We're back.
We're back.
We're so back. Thank you guys if you're still with us. If you're enjoying what you're watching, we would really appreciate you liking. We would really appreciate you subscribing. If this is still live, feel free to keep shooting chat messages and letting us know what you think of the episode. And if it is not live anymore, leave a comment. Tell us what you're enjoying. Tell us what you are having fun with, because we're having fun. So we hope you're having fun.
Brooklyn's watching.
Yes. Brooklyn, tell us how much you like this episode. But we're gonna go ahead and get back into it because these guys are having a lot of fun with Ton. So you've been traveling for a bit now. After about as we stated before, an hour and a half back to Tolisim Terrace, with Ton kind of being pulled behind you as you walk pervertedly towards the village.
We looked it up. I was right.
Somewhat.
Maybe. I don't know. The jury's still out.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, now that we have an 8-year-old in the chat.
Yep. You head back to Tolisim Terrace, and eventually you reach Doran's home, where he turns to you, Marin, and says, I suppose this is where we should open his eyes.
Let's.
Are we able to get someone informed right away now? Right now?
Who should we inform?
Preferably Eremos.
No. Those cannot know of this.
So when is he gonna learn about it? When people come in and destroy the village?
The
I'm sorry
sooner
to be
you come
blunt
clean,
here.
the better.
I'm considering my options. Perhaps for now, we do our best to keep this under wraps. We could perhaps try to convince the others here that this is just your traveling companion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Okay.
and tell someone.
Augustus.
Please do not do that.
Augustus, I don't think. Also, wait. He doesn't speak Elvish. He's not going to be able to tell anybody.
Lucida speaks Gnomish, though.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And Patty speaks Elvish too, so.
Yep. It's gonna be
Augustus,
good.
how about we wait until after we've actually met with Eremos?
That's true, but also our options are extremely limited.
Augustus,
right
how
here,
about we
so
go pick some pretty flowers? Some that will help us with our potions.
That is true. Except I don't want to take from the village because someone's probably gonna take a lot more than I am. So here soon, so they're gonna need everything they have.
We stop walking, are we here?
Just about.
Great. Should I take this off then?
Just one more moment. We're still deciding if we need to go a little bit further or not.
You can see that just wicked grin on his face. Take your time.
We will. Augustus.
So you're calling this skip bow? Playing cards?
Oh, yeah. Actually, we call it go fish. Nobody knows why. I don't know what a fish is, but go get it.
Is there? Because all the lakes would be frozen, wouldn't they?
Augustus. Right now, we need a little time to decide what we're going to do. And I think the best course of action is not to let anyone know until the time is right.
We don't want anyone to be alarmed, frightened about this.
So that's
We're
why we
gonna-
only tell the people in charge.
Those
We're
are the
gonna-
people that are going to be the most frightened.
Yes, but at the same time, they're going to be the people that are able to do the most actions in order to.
But if they're too frightened, they're not going to help Teth.
I understand your friend's concern. I truly do. This has gotten to be much more than I prepared for. But I think that if Eremos and Lucida know now, then there is a very good chance that Eremos could make a decision that would make things far worse.
Right.
So, perhaps for now we just consider our options and leave things as they are.
This is kind of like a we are the town's not us, right? Like they could just moo.
Well, whatever magic is protecting Tolus and Terrace is centered around Eramos's secret. Whatever it is he's doing is what's keeping Tolus and Terrace the way it is.
We'll keep that on we'll keep that as an option then. Okay. Yeah, Ton, I think we're ready to take that blindfold off.
Great. And he peels it off.
Just shoots lasers out of his eyes.
Just leaving his one eye. He looks around, he goes, and you can actually see in his good eye that there's definitely an expression of like shock on his face.
I've never seen so much green.
This is quite nice. Nice place you got here.
It is, and we'd like to keep it that way, thank you.
Seems pretty empty for the man of green here.
It is nighttime. Or do you mean the buildings?
I just mean that a lot of open space.
Those would be where the food is grown.
Sure. Just mean probably they could stand to have a little bit more population.
Yeah, we got that.
Cool. Well, you want to give me a tour then?
Doran, lead the way.
Okay. Yeah, and he will begin walking him around the town. He'll take you by Jeshua's leatherworking and by Balaam's Forge, a couple of the other places. As you're moving, you see lit by the dim light of these lanterns as they have kind of dimmed for the evening, just barely illuminating. From the central area, you see a figure step out of one of these trees. And the way that it walks, with the speed at which they walk and the way their hair kind of falls back over their shoulders, you recognize that this is Lucida, and that she is walking towards you.
Okay, Ton, you don't get to talk here unless you're dressed as Daco. Got it?
I'm sorry? No, I'd like to meet the people that run this place. Like to get to know them.
At the moment, we don't want them to meet you.
Do you speak Elvish?
Well, not fluently.
Okay, they don't speak common.
Oh. Well, I suppose then I will let you translate for us.
That has been my job lately.
Very well. After you. And at this point, Lucida is approaching very closely. So,
Doran, it's your turn.
Lucida, what are you doing out this evening? I was I saw that you were coming back into town so late with these visitors in tow. What is it that you all are doing out so late? Well,
We were just enjoying the evening.
We're just having a good stroll.
There's something different here. You all seem uncomfortable. What's going on? Are you uncomfortable about something?
Yeah. Translate yes.
See.
It's really cold.
What are you going to tell her?
Say yes.
Yes.
What are you uncomfortable about? Are you not welcome here within our village? Have we not welcomed you with open arms? Far more open arms than I ever thought we should.
Say, unfortunately, that's kind of what we're worried about. Unfortunately, you just startled us is all.
No, tell her that. Why are you lying to her? Tell her who I am. Tell her what I'm doing here. I'm here to meet the people.
Yeah, tell them that. And by
Marin.
winking,
Marin,
Daco just fell on a rock and hurt his eye.
The one time racism saves you, you can't tell monkeys apart.
Foolish monkeys.
We've been traveling with Doran after we rescued Jeshua's daughter. He thought that we might be able to help him with guarding the edges of town, and so he was just showing us around so that we could further support the Sentinels.
You know what I'm going to ask you to roll, right? Okay. Yeah, roll me a deception check.
Now Daco fell on his head, hurt his eye, and he's acting not like himself.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
And now he's dressed in leather armor with a symbol on it.
Ooh, okay. I'm okay. It's a 21.
Okay. She looks at you hard. She is looking at you with a glare. This couldn't wait till the morning?
Doran said
We
the
just
best
didn't
time was
realize
now.
how quickly the time passed.
Very well. See to it that you are quiet about your activities. People are trying to sleep.
Yes.
She's going to look at you as well. Are you wearing your headscarf still?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't taken it off.
Strange that your friend is so quiet.
Well,
Who?
we're outsiders.
Is she
He wasn't.
referring to Rowan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rowan's been talking.
Yeah, but in common, she expects me to speak Elvish because I'm
Oh,
portraying an elf.
Well,
Got it.
we were raised outside of an elven community. Common is our first language.
And he never chose to learn the language of his ancestors.
he's a little bit dim-witted.
He's raised by humans.
Human, raised by humans.
I'm sorry to hear that. Good night. And she starts walking back towards the tree. What did you say to her? Didn't you tell her that I wanted to talk to her? That I wanted to be introduced?
I can't save you here. I'm not the one that's translating.
No, this is English.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
on.
This is
I
Common.
know, but
Yeah.
I wasn't the one talking to Lucida.
Oh,
Marin
oh,
was
I
the
see.
only one
I see.
talking to
I see. I
Lucida.
see. I see.
It is palpable. Oh my goodness. Is it getting hot in here? Is it?
No, it's not that hot at all.
I
I mean, it's definitely warmer than outside of the grove.
I'm kind of sweating. Oh my goodness. Is it the cheese?
We'll move on.
Is the cheese?
Ton, how have your dealings with elves gone prior to this?
Will. The only elves I've run into before this have been, the crazy ones. Calling themselves part of the Elven Protectorate. Bunch of wackos and insanos that have lost their minds years ago. But,
The Elven Protectorate, there's some that remain?
probably not in the way that you're thinking about them.
Sure.
But, yeah.
Well, as you can imagine, given the history of this continent, elves are very wary of those that are not elves. And because I am not from this village, they're also wary of me. So we do have to be cautious about how we interact with them.
So you're not chummy with them either.
You can tell them that they
In that
kidnapped us.
case, why are you guys fighting so hard for him? You know, you seem like smart people. You know which way is this going, right? Why don't you just step back? Get out of the way.
But they have the food source.
Right, and we'll probably, take it over. But
But what if someone else is in control, they can't produce the food anymore? Obviously, this isn't the way the world is or outside of here. Like, something is special about this, and it has to be maintained.
roll me a diplomacy check.
14.
Because you have an advantage. That's a really good argument.
I'll give you a circumstance bonus. You make a good point. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
For now, let's continue our tour. And the remainder of the remainder of his walk around the grove is pretty uneventful. Doran shows him the remaining area of the grove, and he seems to get a pretty good idea of how large of a place this is. As he finishes up and you guys return to Doran's home, Tan says, I think I've got everything I need. If you would like to give me put my rig back on, you can take me back.
Yeah.
Right. Yep, he'll wrap it back up. and he'll just hold out his arm, kind of waiting for you.
Kind of grab it aggressively.
Oh, gentle.
Yeah, like you were to Jitter.
Jitter got what he deserved. And, cool.
We'll just keep walking.
Yeah, you guys head back. As you do so, I would like you to roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana?
Cards, yeah. This is the first time you guys have pulled these out.
7.
Oof. Okay. As you're holding them in your hands, you can see something's weird about these cards. Because at one point you'll have like a really good hand, and then you'll kind of look away, and as you look back, your hand will just all of a sudden be bad, and you just keep losing with this hand. You're not sure why it's happening, but it's definitely a weird deck of cards, and it is losing you a lot of games. They're like, all right, I like your deck. Let's play with this one. It's a good deck.
Where did I get this from?
You got it from the guy that's in the wheelbarrow.
Oh, right.
Jitter.
I forgot.
Hey, Jitter, so how do these cards work?
Huh?
Buddy? Hey, buddy. I think you might know a little something about these.
You're in quite a bit of debt there, friend.
I told you from the beginning I didn't have any money.
Well, you're gonna have to find some, because you've lost a lot of hands of cards.
So, does Lopoly count? Will Lopoly money count?
Lopoly money? No. It's fine. We're just playing for fun. Yeah, but as you get...
You got me. You got my deck of cards.
As you lose for your 4th consecutive hand in a row, you see the light of a torch as finally your group comes back. You see them across the clearing. Doran says, I think it's okay to blindfold him now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Perhaps we should have him return to his group while we discuss what our next step should be.
We need Daco.
Oh, right, yes. Perhaps you could return
Yes.
him and then we will
Let's
speak.
make the exchange.
You have a good time, Daco?
Yeah. I showed these guys a good set of games, right?
We had a blast. He's a good sport.
I lost every single time.
Good to know that I'm...
Not every time. There's that one time that I dropped my cards and then you won by default.
Oh, that was good.
Uh,
That was fun.
I will not take your odds then next time we're at the table.
The cards are bad.
I swear the cards are bad.
Well, I appreciate your little get together.
So,
Yeah.
before we leave, I would like to say, just kind of as a gauge, out of curiosity, I will say in Venorin, like whenever we leave or whatever, just like may poise, spirit guide you or whatever, whatever common religious phrase of God be
Okay.
with you till we meet again. You know,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
to see what his reaction is to that and see.
Kind
whatever.
of stiffens and then. Aye, may the winds guide you. That's it.
Cool.
All right, you guys walk back to
What was
Doran.
that about?
So,
You're going to have to tell Lucida everything.
You're gonna have to tell somebody everything.
Or Eremos. Or
what
both.
do we do about this situation now?
Who is this we?
Well, I need you to stand in as my interpreters. I was hoping you would have some ideas of
Oh,
how we could speak to them, the Tallic Consortium, about all of this.
oh,
Yeah, so in the village, he was admitting to the fact that he was going to subjugate the people.
at some point. At
The
least.
biggest thing
I
is
will-
now is if we can move, it's time to move. Everybody.
We can't. There's no way.
Then it's time to talk to Eremos and Lucida.
while you have time.
I mean, I still think we should have told them back then, but
I'm gonna go back to Ton. If it's all right with you, we beseech you to allow us to return tomorrow night to finish our dealings, if that's all right with you.
I don't see why we can't make a deal while we're here. You didn't want to wait earlier.
Yeah, that's because I didn't want you to tell anybody where you were to follow you, so
why wait now? I complied with your request. I think it's only fair that you let us walk away here with a deal.
Okay, then here's our end of the deal. We want to provide you with food. In return, you protect the village.
Does not mean that you babysit the village.
And there will be no subjugation involved.
I don't know what bargaining chip you think you have there, friend.
Okay. I promise
Maybe you should
you
go back there to your friends, figure out a deal, and then we can talk. Yeah?
Okay.
Alright.
I'll head back. Alright, guys. This is about...
Let's kill them all.
No, this is about to be our most elaborate lie yet.
okay.
And
So
it could end very poorly.
All
We
right.
can say that the magic, we can just blame everything on the magic, and if they do anything that disrupts the peace of the magic, it will ruin the food. And that if they subjugate, it's going to cause that disruptions.
I don't want to come off as rude or accusatory in this situation, but I don't think talking to them in a intimidating manner is helping, Rowan.
No, you're right, Augustus. You seem to be in charge of the situation. Let's let you talk to them.
I'll talk to them if you want me to.
You will be the deal maker because you care about this place more than I do at the moment.
I really do care about it. I really
Sweet.
want to protect it. So I'll
Okay.
talk to them if you want me to.
Yeah, you'll make the deal.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I look, Daco, if this gets bad, I'm with you. We can leave.
I do want to get as much people as up if we leave.
100%. If we can't, again, my big thing
I
is,
want to help the people, but I am just a very small fish in a very big pond.
So you did learn the meaning of go fish.
Yeah,
I knew it was important that you played that game.
yeah. I told them I think what a fish was those frozen things in the middle of the water.
Oh!
Dad talked about eating them a long time ago.
So here's the thing. Why I care about this so much is because we spent a whole day trying to get Jeshua's daughter back to him, and we did. And so now what we're gonna do? Tear that home away from her that she just barely got back?
No.
Why would we want to do that to them? I don't want that to happen to anyone.
I've seen
I've had my home torn away from me. All right. I barely had a home, and then people allowed me inside of their lives.
I've seen what happened when subjugators enter your home and they don't care about people. They kill them. They enslave them. We can get them out, then that would be perfect. Maybe Teth is the best place for them.
All I'm saying is I guess it's nice to at least know what a home is beforehand.
Is the home the building, or is the home the people? And which do you care about more? Because we have a chance to save people, but I don't know if we can save buildings.
I just want to be able to have a place of stability for them.
If there's going to be a place of stability, we have to find out what it is. We need to find out what is keeping this place alive. That's why we came here in the first place. That's why we're trying to help this village in the first place, and why we worked for Doran. Like, we have to figure out how they are feeding their people, and if that can be moved, then we can bring them.
Seems like somebody's got to talk to Eremos.
Yes.
We haven't seen Eremos this whole time. Hey Doran, when was the last time you saw Eremos?
Eremos is a very solitary person. He does not often interact with the rest of us. We all assume that whatever work he is about keeping the village green is what keeps him so busy.
Was he always so solitary?
Eremos was here before many of us, and he has always been a very focused individual.
Have you met Eremos?
I have.
Okay. He is real.
He does exist. But he does
But more as a thought experiment. I'm just kidding.
He keeps to himself. He's an obsessive man, I suppose you could say.
Okay, well, because this is the mess that you got us into, you get to make the final deal then. He won't accept the fact that they can't subjugate you guys. There will be subjugation in some form.
Yeah, unless that's not an option for him. If it's against his best, if it does not benefit him, if it does not benefit him to subjugate, then he won't, because all he cares about is greed. So if there's something that they can,
Marin, I don't speak I don't speak common, but you seemed to say something to him earlier that calmed him down. What was it you spoke to him about back at the village?
I suggested that because food is scarce and your village has plentiful supply, it must not be natural. There must be something maintaining it, and that it must not be disturbed, otherwise the deal falls apart. And
there is no deal.
he seemed to see the reason in that, at least for now.
Then perhaps we use that to buy us some time. We tell him that we're willing to begin shipping food to him in return for protection.
And his silence.
His silence on the matter. And then as you stated, if he seeks to disturb whatever peace we have, perhaps we could threaten to destroy whatever it is that keeps this village green. I would speak to him in a way that would convince him that we know, but will not tell him, as it makes us seem like we have more of a position of power and confidence. One last thing that I wish to say. I am sorry that you have all been brought into this, and I'm sorry that this has gotten so far out of hand. I only was interested in protecting Tolisem Terrace, and I see now that I have welcomed an enemy into its gates. I see that this situation is out of my hands, and I appreciate all of the input you and your friends have given already. I will, in future, defer to your judgment as best I can.
Okay.
Very well.
So I'll convey that to Rowan.
Is there a Venaran saying that something along the lines of something like you can bring the horse to the water but you can't make it drink, sort of? That's like that would
What's the idea you're trying to
like they can to convey, like you can, like if you want a fatted calf, you have to feed it and keep it fat and happy or whatever, you know, like if you want the fruit, if you want the plant to bear good fruit, you need to give it good soil, sort of thing.
Yeah, probably that.
Well, I mean, if there was like a Venaran thing that would hit
I
home.
like the idea of like you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably something along those lines. Like I don't have anything offhand. but yeah. Yeah. So there's something like that you could say.
Not to be selfish in this, but I do believe
I do declare.
Augustus is the one going to be in charge of the deal making from this point forward.
I'll do it.
Doran asked me to,
Perfect. Be my guest.
so I will go and finish off this deal.
All right. So you and your friends come to a conclusion here.
Yes.
Yeah, put your hands up. Just kidding.
Doran is going to arrange for shipments of food as soon as possible.
Fantastic.
And we expect that you will protect the village and that you will keep the secret of the village.
Can you roll me a diplomacy check?
$11.
You can pick one. You can get secrecy, or you can get protection.
You understand that if you aren't keeping it a secret, the deal falls through, because if something happens to whatever power is maintaining that magic, it'll stop. There will be no more food.
Okay, I'll let you roll me another diplomacy check.
Nat 20. So 26.
That's a critical success.
Uh-huh.
All right. I won't tell you a little secret for now. How long do you expect this to hold? To be able to keep this up?
Long enough. We'll
For
be
what? You're not going to try and stop us, are you?
Wouldn't dream of it.
Good. In that case, we'll establish this as a meeting point. You can bring your caravans here. We'll meet you here and we'll survey the area. I think I know my way back, so I know where to keep to. Anything else?
I think that is all.
In that case, may the winds uphold you. All right. If there's nothing else, my boys and I are quite tired, and I think we're gonna camp for the evening. It's already middle of the night at this point, so you got a little bit of it.
Can I ask you something?
Two?
You don't have to answer. It's a unrelated question. I want to know your story, Ton. How did you? I don't think you founded this, did you, or did you? Were you raised, or how did you end up here? I know most of our brothers and sisters are all over the place.
I'm from I'm from High Rock. I got beat a lot as a kid, but it toughens you up. Shows you the way the world works. And the Tallics found me when I was young. They took me in. They gave me a bit of life. So it's different kind of family, but it's family all the same.
What position do you hold? How high? What? You don't have to give me specifics or anything. I'm just curious. What? Is this your group, or is it, or is this some of your group, or is this?
Well, you spoke to me in Venaran earlier. You know what Ton means.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, can I ask what your original name was, if that's not your original name? Because Jitter is Jova.
Right.
You don't have to.
I didn't have one. Mostly just got called a lot of names.
Fun things. Got it.
Yep.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you.
And you. be safe on your way back. And we'll be seeing more of each other, I'm sure. All right, he's gonna return to his camp. What do you guys like to do?
We burn us to camp down. Just kidding.
Hey, you're a nice guy. It's good to meet you.
You'll never see this coming. You activated my trap card.
Firebomb.
I have 7 glyph of wardings around your camp. You are surrounded.
I think our priority is talking to Eremos.
We did buy time.
Yes.
So
How much?
it's definitely enough.
So are we going to speak to Eremos in the morning, or should we try and wake him in the night?
Well,
I'm going to bed.
I think we can do it in the morning.
Okay.
It seems that he was honest in that he would give us time, which is more than 6 hours. I think we're okay.
Yes.
That being said, where's the caravan of food that we promised them?
Uh,
Doran, you can
Dorn-
provide
Dorn
that,
That's
right?
our
Dorn will-
Doran's.
that's door. Yeah, we did tell him that it's gonna. Did you tell him in the morning? Or about the time? I don't know.
I
said
just
as soon as
as soon
possible.
as
as soon as
possible.
possible. So they agreed to ASAP.
Yes. I'll then tell Doran. They're camping here, and they will be expecting food as soon as possible, as I told them.
I will see to the preparations.
It is. You can tell him it is probably best to speak to Eremos.
Also, as soon as
Yeah,
possible.
it is.
And if it means that we have to sneak into his house behind Lucida's back,
Right.
which probably is a better idea.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would agree. I'm hoping Eremos will be more likely to listen to reason than Lucida.
I probably will tell Elios.
Whether or not it's willingly.
Yeah, I'll just be like, oh, Elios, this happened today, man.
What?
There. That sucks.
Looks us up.
Taco, do you have that flask?
Yeah.
Can I say it?
He's gonna
You want a swig?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I'm chugging it.
Yeah, just. How does it actually taste fine?
Yeah, it's just ale. It is just regular ale.
Ale cursed by pixies. You're gonna be a monkey now.
Now you can only speak backwards.
Better than I thought. It
Also,
was
it
gonna
is
be.
not a flask. It is a full.
It's a yeah, whatever. Mug. Stein, whatever Stein is.
All right. You guys heading back?
Yes.
Hey, Cummins pints.
Oh, a Stein's like a tankard.
it's like
Drunkenly.
Like a tankard, like a
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Drunkenly.
You drunk
Hey, all right.
immediately.
Pervertedly.
Yep. Not this
In a
time.
perverse
Drunkenly
direction.
this time.
Okay.
Which could be taken as preferably.
You all return home, the weight of your meeting hanging heavy in the air as you do so. The root cellar's quiet as you return inside. All of you contemplating the day's events. Patty is passed out on his little bedroll as you guys step in. And by his little bedroll, I mean Rowan's bedroll.
Seeing this, is Elios at the bar still, or is he?
No, Elios
gone?
has gone to bed.
Okay. Seeing this, I'm just gonna find a different room to.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him just in case he spills the Stein.
So there aren't other rooms per se.
It's all
unless
the
you want
same
to sleep
room.
in the bar.
We sleep in the closet.
Or
Yeah, you guys are in a storage
Yeah.
room.
cool. Then yeah, in the bar, under a table.
Yeah, I
Or
will.
no, I'll sit down and with
Okay.
the Stein and
Yeah,
pass
I
out.
will make sure the Stein is upright the whole time. Cool. Doesn't accidentally flood the building.
Cool. All right, you all lay down and rest for the evening.
When everyone is resting, I will talk to Augustus, take him aside.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, you're doing, you have the right thing in mind. None of us are telling you that you're wrong. Okay? We're just all afraid of doing the wrong thing.
I know. This is a place. This is a place of sanctuary, and I want.
Yeah, it's a good place.
I haven't seen something like this in a long time.
No, you're right.
So.
We're all just a little scared to lose it, and we're doing it in our own way.
Mm-hmm.
You're just wrong. And so, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Cool. Unfortunately, there's not enough darkness left, enough nighttime left for you guys to get a full rest. So you won't be able to sleep for 8 hours. So
Long
you,
rest is in 8 hours, so
is it not? It should be 8 hours of sleep, I think, if I remember correctly.
I thought it was shorter.
But that's also not the only way you gain health. So
Yes.
Not that we lost
Characters
anything.
require 8 hours of sleep each
Oh, okay.
day.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
If we do not get 8 hours, do we get an exhaustion or what? We die?
Yeah.
If we die in the game, do we die for real?
If you guys want, you can take an 8 hours of sleep. You'll just be sleeping well into the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
true. We don't have anything to do in the morning.
You guys don't have jobs.
Oh, we are.
Augustus is
What time in the morning were they going to go mine?
What is he gonna go for the rock? So he goes early because it's far away.
What happens if we don't sleep?
I'm sleeping, dog.
What happens if we don't sleep?
Exhaustion.
Augustus is early to rise, whether by choice or not. So it's a
I think
mental alarm clock.
fatigued.
So he probably gets
Fatigue
like
isn't
3
that
hours
bad,
of sleep
though.
at most.
No.
Yeah, probably. Which I think would give you
Condition?
exhaustion.
-1
Which
status
Augustus
to
is
AC and
used to,
saving
so.
throws.
Cool.
Can't
He's
All
had
right.
many restless nights.
For the rest of you, then, are you choosing to sleep for the evening or all well into the morning? Or are you guys gonna wake up with the sun?
Well into the morning.
There's no sun. I don't want to keep saying that.
If Elios wants to move,
This is your
that's
own
fine.
doing.
But
You did
I will
this.
be sleeping.
Okay.
I'll sleep.
Cool. All right. So you'll just have to work quietly, or do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, he's just gonna.
You're gonna wake me up, and I'm gonna get up and then go to the gym. I'm just kidding. Go to the blacksmith.
Okay. So as you all rest for the evening, and awake in the morning, you hear the clamoring about of many individuals. As it sounds like there's quite a few people inside the other room of the root cellar.
Early in the morning, or
It is early. It's. I mean, I would say if you
Mid-morning.
look out the little window that you have, little crack between the roots of the tree, you can see that
Outside the
embers
root
and
cellar.
brace- Yeah.
oh, I thought you said within the.
Oh, sorry. No, there's a crack that kind of shows out
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sky, and you can see that the light of embers and brace has lit up to the point of it being morning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can hear the bustle of people outside the door.
Oh, is this normal bustling?
No,
Okay.
it sounds like there's a lot of people out there.
The town crier has gone mad.
And I'm not saying outside the root cellar. I'm saying in the
the
other.
tavern.
Yes.
Okay, because that's what I thought you said,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
I was trying to get clarification. It sounded like outside the root
No,
cellar.
it's
Okay,
inside.
So I just had like a somersault of.
Go tell them to be quiet. My headache.
I'm gonna walk out.
Killing me.
As you step out, you see what can only be described as a gathering of the entire village. This small space within the trunk of this tree, as much as it has been dug out and opened up for people to use, is still jammed to the brim with elves of all sorts. You see many of the younger ones with their bright white skin and platinum blonde hair, but there are even older ones, those who look like they probably came to Tolosum Terrace from other places. Everyone is here, and as they all gather together, you see they seem to be kind of circled around a central point. And in the center of the room, there is a large gathering of saplings and branches, as you see that they are weaved together one with another in this seemingly random fashion, but together they all seem to form the shape of a large tree. As you guys step out of the room, Elios looks to you and says, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you to be up this early."
So are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
And you two are still sleeping?
Yeah.
Sleeping.
As we open the door, I'm gonna look over. Like, oh, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. I throw something over Rowan's head
Oh, to like keep him asleep?
to keep him asleep and hide his ears.
Oh, gotcha. Good idea.
Nice.
Smart.
Elios, what's happening?
Just.
Well, actually, it's a harvest day, so
Is this a normal thing?
well, it's twofold. They're celebrating the harvest, but more importantly, they're celebrating the return of Jeshua's daughter, Valoya.
Oh, okay.
So
No cause to be alarmed.
no, this is a good thing.
Okay.
Very much a good thing. In fact, you have been invited by several people in the village
Okay.
to join.
I accept.
So,
if you would be willing.
how?
Oh, good. I'm glad
When-
they love us. This will be even more heartbreaking when it turns out we've stabbed them in the back.
Oh, well, we didn't stand back. We did
No,
this
I
without
know.
our against us. We yeah.
No, I know. I'm just joking.
What? So I'm gonna Elios. That is very kind. When do we? We're kind of tired. We went to bed really late. When is this? When are we expected to be?
It's happening right now.
Oh, okay.
It's
Let's do it.
Do you have any
He's
sort
like
of?
bloodshot eyes.
it's a unification ceremony. Everybody collects a branch, each their own branch, and they bring it together and we use them to form a tree.
That's very cool.
It's meant to signify that we're all on our own, maybe strong, maybe able to
together.
maybe able to withstand something, but only together are we able to weather the strongest storms.
I guess he's gonna start putting his stuff away, and then lastly his table. Except he's going to take the crudely shaped leg and be like, kind of tear it back off.
Cool.
She's like, "Can I use this as a branch?"
It's
Do they hand out branches?
It's actually your choice. It's supposed to be a spiritual experience, one for yourself.
I'll
So
use
if you.
this one.
All right.
He's gonna pack the rest of the table away, and then
Cool.
I can always get a new leg. So
Right.
I will go back to the closet. Be like, hey, you guys should get up. They're doing a ceremony and they are expecting it. They out of the goodness of their hearts, they've extended us to come join them.
People are celebrating me?
yes,
Well, I mean, I knew it was good. But
Yeah, but you shouldn't tell them that. It'll make them feel sad.
Did I get 8 hours of sleep at this point?
no, you're still.
I just need sleep.
Oh, I know.
Me too, big boy. But I think the people need us. We put in a hard day's work yesterday.
Patty, they need you. Specifically you. You're gonna have to carry my torch for me.
Oh man, you're making me blush.
I believe in you, though.
You're gonna let these people down? Wow. Well,
I reek of alcohol.
I will happily take Rowan's place.
Come on, Patty, we gotta go.
We can say that he's sick. Are you coming?
I guess so. That just means I won't get my spells back.
Did you use any spells?
Not from
Two
this.
episodes
Oh, that's right, because
ago.
we haven't rested from last time.
What is this episode you're talking about?
Like a manic episode.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Last time I had a manic episode.
Yesterday we did take
You
on a
can keep resting.
Yeah, that was literally
You don't
yesterday.
have to come.
No.
You're just a
man,
terrible person
Come
if you
on,
don't
the
come.
people need to see us. We
Mhm.
need to go out there. They love us.
Yeah, but don't tell them that to their face. They're gonna feel embarrassed.
All right.
You need to be a humble
Yep.
hero.
Yeah,
It'll be okay.
Oh,
just
I'll be
nod
fine.
and
I don't know
smile.
what humble means.
Bashful?
Oh, bashful. Yeah. Okay, I understand. Modest.
Yes.
Modest.
Yep. Okay, let's go.
I'll get up.
No,
It'll be
no,
fine.
no, please stop.
You see, as he's already walking out of the door.
Please, it's not me at all. It's you guys. You're the ones. You're the real heroes.
Is he speaking in Elvish?
Yeah. They are like down and they're just incredibly confused. But they also know sprites, so this is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first run in. Yeah. What are the rest of you guys doing? We
Wow.
know that Rowan's passed
Yeah.
out.
I'll get up and
I'm walking in with my
walk out.
chosen branch.
All right. Well, the next part is once you've got your branch, you go and weave it into the tree.
Okay.
It's a careful process, one that should take some consideration,
Okay.
and it's be careful because
Okay.
you're trying to weave yourself in, not make the tree fit to you.
Oh, okay.
Are you using a leg?
It was like already basically a branch
Yeah, remember he replaced one of the legs of his table with a
because
tree
you
branch?
took one of my legs.
Right. Right.
So, yeah.
Elios, where can I find a branch?
Well, it's for you to find out. You should probably go looking for one though.
I'll come with you. You can go.
Okay. Is it socially okay to take branches off the trees in in Tolsom Terrace, or is that frowned upon?
Nature gives to all of us the same.
So no one's gonna.
Wow, that was a non-answer. Thank you.
Yeah. So no one's gonna look at me funny, or
You're fine.
okay.
He did say it's a spiritual experience, so make sure you get a special
I will
branch.
pick up the bestest branch.
Goes outside.
Hey,
something walks
That's not what I said.
He didn't say that. He said a spiritual experience, so pick up your branch.
I'll pick out the bestest branch for this situation.
No. You're still not understanding.
That's
you need to pick up a branch
He'll find
specially suited to
The
you.
That's what I
best
said.
Yeah,
That's not what you said, though.
that's what he meant.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
All right, the two of you are heading out. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Tell me where you're. Describe this to me.
I'm a very spiritual man, but not religious.
I pull my quartz crystal from my bag and place it on my forehead.
I will take a deep breath and go where the wind guides me
scare away our
to whatever.
Sorry.
I'm gonna meander kind of around whatever tree or bush I see and see if there's any branch that calls out to me.
Okay. Roll me a religion check.
I just said. I'm just kidding.
He did mean a spirituality check, so.
I didn't mean it. 14. I rolled kind of low. Middle of the road.
As you head towards the edge of the village, kind of looking around you for something that you could use as a branch, nothing sticks out. Nothing seems right.
Ooh, sticks out.
But you find yourself, as you've traveled, you don't realize until too late that you've stepped back out into the cold, back out away from these branches and these trees of Tolsom Terrace, into these more withered and dying branches. And you see among them there is a tree that stands almost completely straight up. It looks like it has stood for a long time. It is a very strong tree, and the branches seem to all fit very neatly with this tree. It gives it a general appearance of uniformity. Not obviously it's nature's uniformity. It's not straight up and down and to the sides, but there's something that's very clean about the tree. And then there's one branch amongst all of them that just doesn't seem to fit with that image. Doesn't seem to match.
Okay, I go to the tree. I put my hand on the tree and my head against the tree. With my history and a personal experience with trees, I say, I offer a prayer of thanks, and and say a mantra of poi or whatever that indicates of a life for life, but like connection and the circle of life, whatever. And I don't rip out the branch. I just kind of like,
It gives quite easily.
I just like carefully loosen it out.
Cool. Yeah, it falls easily into your hands as if it's meant for you. And you
Pat the tree and head back.
cool.
And then I will look for cheap branches all across the floor for everybody else that doesn't care.
Marin, what are you doing? Describe this for me.
As I head towards the edge of town, I pay attention to the plant life around me and the dirt, and sense the roots and just the life around me as I would when I'm meditating and in prayer, and just letting the life energy kind of flow through me. I'm inhaling in the crisp air as I step outside of the edge of the village, and just kind of look around at the trees, maybe touch the bark of a couple of trees, trace like the lines through the bark, and do that for a couple of them as I'm looking for my branch.
Okay, roll me a religion check. You move between these trees, feeling the peace of the world around you. That despite all of the turmoil and the stress and the terrible things that you know are on the horizon and have come before, there is this moment of serenity. But as you look around, none of these branches seem to call to you. Nothing seems to speak to you specifically.
Looking around and seeing that there's none in particular that are mine, I'm going to try and peel a piece off of my staff and return with a shard of wood from my staff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wrong choice.
Doesn't fit. Doesn't fit anywhere.
Yeah. You bring that back. And as the two of you return, each in your own time, you weave them as the others into the tree.
Can I have found a semi-dead stick or whatever?
Sure.
Before we weave it into the tree, I'm just gonna toss it at Rowan just in case he ends up choosing to come.
Cool. You'll wake up to a stick.
Yeah, I grumble. Ugh.
All right. As you all weave your branches in, it seems that with the inclusions of the three of you, they signify this as the completion of this tree of unity. And as you all step back to admire the work that has been put together to build this tree, with the weaving of these saplings and branches and pieces together, a set of druids step forth and they offer thanks to Avenna for all that they have been given. And as they chant these words of their prayer, you see vines begin to grow up these branches and up these sticks. And on these vines, flowers begin to blossom. Lotus flowers that match the ones on your brooch and on your headband. They work their way up and they cover the entire tree, giving it this beautiful foliage, this vestige of life. And as they do that, people begin to sing. And you see that this kind of quiet, this reverent kind of singing becomes more and more joyous and eventually gives way to laughter and dancing. And very soon, this becomes a full celebration with people dancing and laughing and cheering and drinking as Elios works the bar. There is a general spirit of merriment as they celebrate the harvest and the return of Jeshua's daughter. As you all look around the room, Daco, you notice that there is a boy, a young elven boy with his platinum blonde hair pulled back in a ponytail and his ears kind of pointing out very sharply to the sides. He seems to have a chunk of wood that he's trying to whittle down, but you can see he does not have any experience with this blade or with this style of whittling.
I will go back to Rowan, grab that stick, and
I'm participating.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear for the longest time.
And I will borrow his knife.
He's
out.
So hungover.
So I'm gonna go to the kid with the stick, and I'm gonna sit next to him, kind of like.
He says something to you that is clearly in Elven.
Yeah, so I look at him.
Stranger danger.
Marion, you hear from across the room, "Get the frick away from me!"
So I look at him and I nod, and I get in a really relaxed position, and I just start carving, kind of in like a do as I do, kind of like, but not like I'm kind of like you can watch, like when someone's like pretending to not show you. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Like, cool. To make not. Yeah.
It works. After he kind of doesn't understand what's happening at first, but catches on eventually, and he does begin to follow your movements with the more methodical approach to whittling it.
I say monkey see, monkey do.
He looks at you with wide eyes. He goes back to what he was doing. As the druids kind of mingle with these people, you can see that they all wear these white hoods that kind of separate them from the others. One of them approaches Augustus and tries to speak to you in Elvish. Patty steps up. He says, if you're interested in learning how to grow these, he could help you with that.
I'm very much interested. Does he speak any other languages other than Elven?
Let me ask. No.
Sweet. Okay.
But I'm right here for you.
Okay.
Let me be your go-between, your mentor,
Awesome.
if you will.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. He says that it's very simple. You just need to. Why did he say the word buffalo? Nope, that's not what he said. He said you need to feel the aura potentis. And you need to give yourself over to serenity.
I see.
And draw on the powers of nature. He's using a lot of big words.
Okay.
My Elvish is really good, but it's more colloquial.
I see.
You know what colloquial means?
Yes, Patty.
Conversational.
Yes, Patty.
Great. Does that help? Can you feel it now?
I haven't really put much effort into it yet.
Oh, go
so.
do it. Then do it.
Okay.
You can't stress. If you're stressing out, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, you're kind of stressing me out.
Oh, just relax.
Okay.
If you can't relax now, how are you gonna relax when you're trying to do it later?
You're right. You're right.
In fact, I'm gonna try and stress you out more so you can really focus on
I
relaxing.
really don't appreciate
Blah,
that.
blah, blah. Come
Oh
on,
my-
come on, relax.
Oh,
The Elvish man just like walks away.
He looks up, he's like, "Don't worry, I got this."
as he does that, I'm just like in Gnomish, like, you sure you don't speak any other languages?
He doesn't understand, man. Nobody speaks
You're
Gnomish.
stuck with
You can't just walk around
Alright.
expecting everyone to speak Gnomish.
What about Venarin?
Dude, you're being rude. He's trying to help you.
You're right.
Jeez Louise.
Well,
Go ahead, relax.
okay. Thank you for the advice.
Yeah, at this point he does kind of like awkwardly shuffle away.
Dude, you really messed that up.
I don't know what I was supposed to do in that situation, but
I told you what to do.
relax and feel the aura potentis.
potentis.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna give you some time. Clearly,
Thank
you need
you.
to relax.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get some more of that hard milk.
Okay.
But not as much as last time. I can't handle that again.
But like after that interaction, Augustus is gonna just kind of like sit by the vines and like try and like clear his mind and just think about like he doesn't know what feeling the aura potentis really means, and so he's just gonna try clearing his mind so that way he can only visualize like the sky lights in the sky.
Okay, roll me an Arcana check.
That's 23.
Nice. You definitely, when you close your eyes and try desperately to give yourself over to this magical energy, you kind of feel yourself almost like leave your body for a moment. Your mind is you're obviously still within your body, but your mind kind of steps away and steps outside of this. And for a moment you feel as if there's something there, something that you're grasping, but it's just out of reach. Almost like the flash of light in the darkness, a like flicker, and then it's gone. But it's something.
Mm-hmm. This is not going to help Augustus in the long run.
Is it working?
Patty, I think it was, and then you came up here, and
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
just go get some more hard milk.
Yeah, maybe I brought some for you if you want some.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I feel so bad. I feel a little bit better now.
And as he does that, Augustus is going to try to do the same thing, but eating the cheese at the same time. And so now he's just like in Ratatouille, and he only sees the cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese colors.
Yeah, as you kind of focus on that, Elios is going to walk up to you, Marin. And he says, "It's nice what you guys are doing. This is good.
I'm happy we're able to help.
Can I tell you a story?
Please."
Oh, this guy.
You like, what do you know about, the gods?
I was raised to worship Ivana. I know that Ivana, created the elves, and, she is the one who gives life to all. And I know that she is...
You know about Halcyon?
No?
Well, then consider me lucky that I get to tell you about it. Halcyon, according to everything we know of it, is the seat of power for Aster and all of the other gods of creation. From Halcyon, Aster created everything we have here, and everything that is. And from that glorious palace, he oversees all of it. And that is where he met Ivana. And the story of how they met is actually quite interesting, because Aster was calling together a festival, a celebration like this one, of life, of creation, of making things. And he called all of the other the other gods of creation together and asked them to bring their finest creations, their finest works of art. And Ivana, well, she created something beautiful and delicate and simple and yet so precious. But on her way to that festival, she encountered another god by the name of Juno. And Juno had not prepared anything for this festival. And she was quite worried that Aster would be disappointed in her. And so Ivana gave Juno her creation. And as she hurried on from there, with nothing in her hands, she found her way to the festival, and as Aster moved between the different people showing off their wondrous things, he was overjoyed at what Juno had prepared. He didn't understand how something so small and so insignificant could be so powerful and have so much beauty held within. And when he arrived at Ivana, and she had nothing to show, he was disappointed, for it had been long said that the works Ivana created were special and had a uniqueness to them. She had an ability to create in a way few others could. And when Aster realized what had happened, when he recognized that Ivana had given of her own creation, he knew in that moment that that was the god who he would marry. because he knew that not only was she powerful and able to create, but that she wanted to share her creation and give of herself to others. Most people don't know that story. It's been lost for, well, to a lot of things. There's a hard world out there. But while a lot of people here don't know it, I want you to know that what you're trying to do is right. And it's what Avena would do. That's what she wants. And even though people can't see it right now, it's what she would want.
I really needed to hear that. This festival is a little bit bittersweet, so I apologize if I'm not fully participating. Our home is starving, and my parents, who are steadfast followers of Avena, give everything they have to the community, and because of that, my mother's not doing well. She gives everything she has. I just wish I could bring something back for them so that there would be enough for her to give and to also have some herself.
Well, when you've lived as long as I have, you start to see those blessings, those miracles, those works of the gods in unexpected ways. So don't lose hope. The people here are scared. People everywhere are scared. There's a lot going on. But this light that you're bringing, it can pierce this veil of sorrow that has overshadowed Lumira for so long. You're doing good. Y'all are.
Thank you.
And he will return without another word to the festivities. And as Rowan snores peacefully in the storage room, and the rest of you mill about with everyone in this audience, or this celebration, we will end our session there on a happy note.
Awesome.
Thank you everyone for watching. We hope you had a good time. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, we would really appreciate you taking the time to like. If you want more, please subscribe and leave us a comment. Tell us your favorite part. Tell us your favorite character. Yeah, we just
Share with your friends.
share it with your friends. Share it with anyone you think would enjoy this kind of stuff. But until next time, we will see you guys later.
Bye bye.